helps. No, it always helps. Everything helps. Every little amount helps us move towards Shota Mizu, my ultimate goal.
Oh my god.
Shota Mizu. He is going to join me in the lolly show.
Actually,
side of shit.
I'll join you one day. Then people will hate all of us. And I'll do it just because people will hate it.
Hey, I hope Twitter tries to drag all of us so then we can get inflated followers like the other lollies do.
Is that the only reason why you want to do it?
No, it's not the only reason. I like being cute and funny. And also, Envy did like a phenomenal job on the model, so like, why not?
Oh, also, chat, for those of you who don't know, I have finally retrieved my old Twitter. So we are back to the original Twitter location, the one that had like 7,000 followers.
Yay!
And I guarantee there are a lot of people that are malding that I was allowed to have that back.
I knew it would happen eventually. It was one of those things that was foretold by the stars. It just, Elon Musk had to walk in and say, hey, I want that femboy specifically back on Twitter. It's like
yes,
Alex
Tyga,
Jones.
we are very back.
You're like Alex Jones, basically. You were too dangerous to be left alive, but then they decided to just do it anyway.
Anyways, we have, obviously you guys can see on the chat there what our top billing item tonight is Rushia.
Oh man.
Who my two friendos here have actually never heard of Rushia, or at least don't really know much about her.
I know bare minimum. I'm gonna say right
I don't know about much of her. All I know is that she bounced from agency to agency. Right?
So
That's the right one, right?
Yes. So tonight's top billing item is Rushia. However, I will share with them a couple other things, including the new Sega issue, which is going to be interesting.
The Sega issue? Oh.
Yes.
Oh, the localization thing?
No. So they got worse.
Which one?
I guess,
How'd it get worse?
Since it's short, do you want me to just start off with that?
How about we start with a few short things so people can filter in here?
Okay, so January 30th, Sega's official Japanese account posted a thing, obviously in Japanese, and it is their new customer harassment policy. Not their employee harassment policy, their customer harassment policy.
What?
So they have basically told anybody who buys their games that they will threaten them with legal action if they do a couple different things, including acts that cause strong mental stress or fear of our employees, such as harassment, unnecessary delay, persistent attacks, stalking, acts that cause strong mental stress or burden to individuals, including our employees, by repeating words or actions that suggest self-harm. Other acts that cause strong mental stress or fear, acts that the company determines will cause problems that cannot be overlooked from the perspective of protecting the company's employees. Discriminatory speech and behavior.
I've never heard of a company doing this before. What the hell?
So here's some of the really important ones. Words and actions that damage reputation or economic credibility. Which is like...
Oh, okay, wow. Is this Sega or the US government?
No. Yeah, this is Sega.
I don't think the US government is that crazy. Well, maybe they are, but...
Requests for providing services that are excessive in terms of social norms, such as requests for support beyond the scope of warranty, requests that are unrelated to the products and services provided by our company, demands for an apology from the company, demands for compensation such as money, demands for punishment of the company's employees in content or manner that has no reasonable grounds, long-term reprimand due to excessive repetition of the same complaints.
This is all towards the customer, right?
This is towards the customer.
Yeah, none of this is gonna stick. I'm sorry, Sega. I don't like you
My
that much.
absolute favorite one is demands for compensation, such as money. This is basically them trying to say you're not allowed to ask for a refund.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal in some states, or just like at least in America.
I mean, it's written in Japanese, so it's probably towards the Japanese side of things.
Well, I'm sorry, Chad, this is retarded. More than me, okay? I should know.
But yeah, this is a customer harassment policy. This is your rules as a customer.
You know what? Let's blame Aaron Hansen for this, because he's the one that started telling everybody to shit on Sega for Sonic. So I'm gonna say this is Aaron Hansen's fault, and we should sue him.
It's all Aaron Hansen's fault.
Yes, and if he hears this ever one day, Aaron, it's all your fault. It's your fault why people hate Sega. Nobody else's but yours.
It is important to note that they released this after getting massive backlash over their new Western localizer stuff.
I mean, their Western localizer shit was fucking dumb.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what then. People are just gonna continue to vote with their dollar and not buy it. Oh my goodness.
It's like, okay. Apparently the new Yakuza game, in a week, apparently sold only 1 million copies.
That's not terrible. It's not good.
Stop monster baiting, boys.
Customer harassment policy sounds like a channel point redeem for streamer where the streamer insults the viewer.
I wouldn't pirate their
I should
games.
make that a redeem. I should make that one.
It sounds like something that like people would do against Darkside Phil. Like, Phil, you can't harass us for being in your chat. Like, no, I have actual valid complaints and you guys are being assholes to me. Oh, I kind of want to pull up the Darkside Phil rant tonight if we have time, because it's really funny.
I was about to say, speaking of DSP,
if we have time, I want to pull it
I was
up.
watching. It's like, I know I already talked about this yesterday, but because it's a podcast tonight, I'll bring it up again.
Yes.
Apparently,
Why was that DSP impression spot on?
I was watching Gundam's podcast the other day, and DSP went on a completely unhinged rant at one of his loyal members that was a member of his ship for like 14 months.
Let me see if I can find it.
And he was also comparing himself to Ichiban from the Like a Dragon games, saying, oh my god, this dude is me. Sega took my life and wrote it for this game, because I guess the character was getting canceled for something. And I'm just like,
I saw that.
shut the fuck up, Scab. I'm not gushing about him. I am talking about content, Scab. It doesn't count.
Oh gosh, it's 10 minutes long.
Wait, hold on. Akko, open your mouth. Okay, your teeth aren't sticking together anymore.
It depends.
We were gonna stick something in your mouth, but you know.
Here's the problem. That's actually how my mouth works. When I open it, just like resting face, my teeth are just kind
People
of there.
stick stuff in it? Oh, thank you for the biddies.
I have to do this, and even then it doesn't look right. I'm still working on it.
Biddies are appreciated.
I'm still working on it.
You can't talk shit about DSP. He's won at life because he's beaten the IRS.
Dude, fucking... Didn't someone gift, like, 500 YouTube memberships in, like, in Argentina's currency, and he only got, like, a few pennies out of it because of conversion?
Yeah. That's a funny
People figured
story.
out you can do that.
Yep. It's hilarious. He's been bitter ever since. Well, he's been bitter the entire time, but he's been worse ever since.
It's funny. DSP's whole thing is hilarious to me.
How about the Avatar Netflix show drama? Oh my god, yeah. You know how the live action Avatar had like the original showrunners and everything working on it?
And it was still shit?
No. It hasn't even come out yet. but the writers over at Netflix and shit got rid of the quote-unquote sexism from the original one. So Sokka doesn't have his character growth when he got his ass handed to him by female warriors and everything. And the original creators left the project. They walked out.
I think I
So
found it.
fucking rip that project. It got worse. They made a change to Aang's character too.
They've been talking about a lot of different changes. I believe they mentioned that they don't want any references to like the genocide of the air nomads.
But that's
Oh,
like
no, they're going to show it. They said they're going to show it, but they're getting rid of a lot of Katara's character things too.
what?
Yeah. TLDR, they're making Aang more focused and less childish.
Oh man, that show's gonna be horrible.
That's the fun of the show.
I also want to kind of like bring up as well that I still think Avatar: The Last Airbender was somewhat of lightning in a bottle for the creators, because after seeing what they did with Korra, I don't think they're much better.
I think Korra's
Yeah.
a piece of shit. I don't
I
like
think
it.
Netflix just found like a ravine that even they weren't willing to dive into.
Mm-hmm.
Is Toph? I swear, if they make Toph like shit and probably not blind, I'm gonna be mad. And they better keep the boulder scene.
You know, the hilarious part of this was a thing went viral the other day of somebody saying, if Toph was released today, all the anti-woke guys would say that she was a Mary Sue, and they'd try and cancel Avatar for it. Literally 2 days after that post went viral, Netflix's new Avatar removes all mention of sexism from Sokka's story to prevent backlash. It's like, okay, so we now have the definitive answer. If Avatar was released today, it would still be canceled by SJWs because you guys hate fucking everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
It's
my
still you
gosh.
guys' fault.
Can't have fun anymore.
No, if she was released today in her original form, I think people would treat her like they treat Samus, a badass. Although they probably wouldn't treat her quite the same because Samus is an adult, and I'm pretty sure Toph is still a child.
No, there's a lot of Toph hentai.
I know, but
Yeah.
point taken. Anyway, I think
She's
I found
normally the dom.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm just clarifying so you're aware. There is in fact a lot of Toph hentai.
It's good to know. Anyway, I found the DSP clip. It's like 10 minutes long. Do you want to watch it or do you want to do Rushia first?
I'm not sure I want to watch 10 minutes of DSP.
No, it's fucking hilarious.
Oh man.
Let's leave it up. Let's leave it up to a vote. Put up a vote. Watch DSP or
Chat, press 1
I'll
if you
watch-
want to start with DSP, press 2 if you want to jump straight to Rushia.
You have polls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you have polls.
I'm saying for everybody, because not just my chat gets to vote. I want all of you guys to have the opportunity as well. 1 for DSP, 2 for Rushia. Alright, throw it in right now, please.
oh, I was gonna say if they want voting rights, they should just go to YouTube.
Oh goodness.
Excuse me.
One, I see a couple 1s. I see a couple 2s. Let's see. You cannot vote twice. If you vote already, you cannot
I'm
vote
tired.
again. Let's see. Nobody. Let's see here. I'm tied in my chat too. Never mind. It's broken. It's for DSP. I've gotten more for DSP.
Minecraft though.
We'll give it
Oh,
another
God.
minute.
Oh,
Give it
does
another minute. And while we're
freeze
giving
box.
it another minute,
You're gonna have to screen share then.
Yeah.
I don't know if it will work.
I'm genuinely unsure why you can't make yours work.
Let's see. You go to screen share and do applications, right?
Just activate the YouTube activity.
Oh, you're right. I could do that. I
Oh,
did.
yes.
I forgot about that.
Look at the big brain working.
Here, hold on. I'll paste the URL for you.
Well, you can paste it in there. Anybody's allowed to put it in there.
There we go.
Oh, I need to
Send video.
pop this out.
Can I pop it out? Yes, pop out. All right.
Let's see, pop out.
Alright, here, give me...
Is there any way to make the screen bigger? Because that looks like ass. There we go.
I mean, it's gonna look kind of shit either way. I think.
Let me move over to my video watching tab
Are one of you
There we go.
pausing that? Hold on. Why is it pausing?
See, window
I paused
capture.
it because I need to...
Oh, you're the
set
one
up
pausing it. Okay, just making sure.
Everybody can pause it, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I just need to, like, sort it real quick.
Let me make sure that I can actually hear it. Quality.
See, this is why we shouldn't have Boomer Mom have technical jobs.
Yeah, chat, unfortunately, Oka doesn't know how to use technology.
I do.
No,
I do.
That's why she pays someone.
Oh.
We have to babysit them.
Why was I the first until for only one to hit the like button? Shake my head.
Hit the
Hi,
like
Murray.
button.
How are you?
Hit the like button, chat. All right. Are you guys
Hit
ready?
like and subscribe. We want to get paid here.
Give me 1 second. Boop, there we go. I should be fine.
How do I turn it up is the thing, because I don't know if it's got noise.
When you do it the same way you would do any other YouTube thing, the volume button in the bottom left.
Okay.
It's
Somebody...
literally just YouTube, but it's playing through Discord.
Right. All right.
So does it play for everyone at the same time? Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank
Somebody
God.
else started then. Why can't I hear it?
You can't hear it?
No.
Oh, God.
Is it turned up? Okay, please.
Yes.
How do you how I can hear it. Okay.
I genuinely don't know how Oka just can't use anything.
Temp, you really need to move in with her so she can't fuck it up.
Let's see. I don't know why. Having mic issues? No, I shouldn't be having mic issues.
Well, thank you for the sub, Rain. I just don't notice everything that was on the side chat. My bad.
I'll just pull it up on my own, and you guys can watch your version.
Okay.
Oka.
All right.
Oka.
All right. I don't know why it's not working.
Okay, sitting at the screen like my computer mouse isn't moving.
All right, we'll just start at 0 seconds. Are you guys ready?
Sure.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Joe Taco 13 Shooty says, "Who are the placeholders?" I don't know what the hell that means.
This is the Special Olympics of VTuber podcast.
Shut up.
Idea.
Why
Are
is
the
it
placeholders
not
in regards to this game?
capturing
And
the
that's literally
sound
what's happening now to
correctly?
Ichiban. Like these first 3 hours of this game is like everything starts good.
Oh, do I need to
then all of a
pause
sudden,
it?
Awful thing happens. Awful thing happens. Awful thing happens. Awful thing happens. Awful thing
It
happens.
just won't
awful thing
capture the
happens.
audio on
What
my
the
thing.
hell?
Oh, is it not doing it for you either?
No, I can hear it, but it won't capture the audio.
Oh.
Okay, it's playing the audio through Discord itself. So if it's catching us on your stream, it should catch
Oh, fair.
the
I love not being able to see it. Okay, there you are. All right. Starting at 25 seconds. All right.
What? No, I'm at like 46.
Oh, fuck.
Like they're
All right,
really
hold on.
Now
piling
you want me to
it
go
on.
back? Fine. Here, I'm
Holy
back at
crap.
25.
Ricky.
And then
How
on
is
top of that,
stream?
there's just
All right.
Bro, it's not Ichiban Kasuga.
Starting at 25. 3,
Okay.
2, 1, go.
like they're really piling it on. Like holy crap, man. And then on top of that, there's just some weird choices they made with the plot, like a romantic twist at the beginning, and then it just gets dropped right on its head again to add to the oh, here's another bad thing that happened in the story. And it's weird, but I get it. It's funny, but it's odd that it's in there. And then on top of that, there's a
So
part
this
of
is
the
him
plot, and this is
explaining why
basically
it's relevant.
a minor spoiler for the plot. This is actually how the game sets up. But these guys, you know, the cast of Like a Dragon, are just a bunch of ragtag guys. It's not like they have a giant internet presence. It's not like they really have the ability to defend themselves, right? They don't. They don't, you know, what could they do? So, literally because people have slandered them on the internet, this drama stuff, and it was funny because they actually said, so what is it, like a internet tabloid? That's exactly what it is. Yeah, that's literally what a ton of shit is on YouTube right now. A bunch of scummy tabloid people who have absolutely nothing to actually say about anything. So what they do is they literally make shit up. They take things out of context. They show pictures. They'll show video clips. They'll say, hey, this is what this person is, and they're awful, and blah, blah, blah. And it gets them clickbait views, and it gets them popularity.
I've never played this game.
Phil's just a terrible person.
And has to live with
I've
it
never played this
somehow.
game, so I have no idea
And
how true this
do
is.
that when you're not
DSP is like Ichiban in that he's also exposed himself to strangers on the beach.
I'm not kidding. That's literally the story of this game, right? And immediately I drew parallels. I'm like, so you remember what happened to me, right? You remember me working at Twitch for so many years? They never had a single problem with me. In fact, I was offered sponsorship opportunities. They had me play games like Choice Chamber and paid me tons of money to play it and advertise the game. They had me do all these different campaigns and things.
What an eternal whiner.
And then just a few years later, I haven't changed who I am. I haven't changed the style of content
If you have a dog,
I do. I'm
it
the
does
same exact
200%
guy.
extra damage.
And they kicked me out of the partner program. Oh my god. Like, and when I asked them why,
Is this before or after you masturbated on
speech,
stream?
but then they refused to provide
I think it was
any
before he
examples of
masturbated
what
on
I'm
stream.
talking about.
I am still like 99% certain that he did that shit on purpose.
Twitch, and they showed me the evidence that my haters.
I love that he's comparing himself to a character defined by optimism, hard work, and kind-heartedness. Well, didn't you know DSP is the patron saint of content creators?
He is. He was one of the first to do it, next to Chris Chan.
And all they did was made this edited, here's the worst of Phil, and presented it to Twitch as if, look, this is a guy right now who's on your site in your partner program.
Look, man,
but,
I don't necessarily agree with them doing that, but
number one,
it is truthful. It's literally just
number
you.
Two,
yeah.
It's stuff that's outdated. I don't do that kind of risque commentary.
It is kind of shitty that Twitch will just remove you for that, because I don't feel like yeah, Phil's a bit of a jackass, right? But I don't feel like he should have been removed.
That's exactly the story of Like a
I
Dragon.
mean, if they're keeping like iShowSpeed and other people like that, they should let Phil back.
Well, I think iShowSpeed's like the number one person
has
now.
shown his dick to his chat more times than DSP has.
Just like me. You're just like me, for real.
And I'm playing, I'm like, dude, this is my fucking life.
He's just like me, for real, for
exactly
real.
What happens to me on a daily basis.
Yeah, no, I agree.
have
Like, I don't think
stalkers on
Twitch
the
should
internet who
probably
just make
remove
shit
him.
up.
Also, we got an ad.
They have never substantiated
Oh, did you get an ad?
the claims of any
Imagine
ad
getting
over.
an ad.
in these things that are ridiculous. Every once in a while you say, okay.
No, I agree. Twitch,
Yeah.
like, shouldn't remove him for it.
Let me know when you
But
get
he
to
keeps saying
410.
it's just slander against me. It's like, no, it's just shit you said, bro.
Yeah,
That's not slander.
I'm at 411. Let me know when you hit
What do
it.
you mean? Do you want me to stop and go back?
You told me you had an ad, so I stopped it for you.
I said ad over like
Oh,
5 seconds
my
later.
apologies. Apologies.
Street Fighter and
Here, I'm going back then.
That's true.
No.
It's well
It's fine
documented.
now.
The footage is there. You can watch the footage on my channel for God's sake, right? Who cares about that? But the problem is the other stuff that they say and do about me that's completely falsified, that they have absolutely no concrete
I
evidence
do like
of
his
at
art
all,
in the background.
but
It's
they
very,
say shit
very
all the time, all these
topical.
crazy conspiracies they come up with, and YouTube
You want
allows
Mega
it.
Man and
YouTube
Mario?
just
Uh-huh.
allows slander campaigns for personal gain. It's insane. Now in
I
reality,
don't like the old Mega
it's
Man.
funny because
Uh-oh. You can see it brewing.
by the way, how about this? I don't know what the fuck idiots are talking about with memes and shit. Oh, it's like he's just like me. I don't know what the fuck
I
you're
love
talking
how
about.
he just
I don't
turned-
follow your dumb
He like
fucking
flipped the
memes.
lid and
So
immediately
take your
got
meme and
pissed
shove it up
off.
your fucking ass.
Who's
I
fan
have
in
the
chat?
ability to make an observation that's factually fucking based. Just because I'm Dark Side Phil doesn't mean I get to ignore fucking facts
Oh my
that the characters in this game are going through what I go through on a daily fucking basis. Shut the fuck up. Holy fucking shit, relax. Some people just can't control themselves.
You know he
I'm
just
not
banned
taking
somebody
your
in chat a
shit.
minute ago.
I don't care who the fuck
Oh,
it is. There's people in the chat right
he
now.
banned
"Oh,
his
this is crazy." Shut the fuck
14-month
up and eat it. Eat it.
member.
Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking. I'm tired of people saying that because I am who I am. I can't say a factual observation. It's a fucking fact that the characters
You
in
need
that
that
game
shit
are going
that
through
comes
what
out of
I
me.
have factually gone through on a daily fucking basis for
DSP.
years. So shut the fuck up. I am not putting up with
I hope
any
someone
of this shit ever again.
draws
You
DSP
tell
as
me I can't
Ichiban.
make a factual observation? How about you kiss my
Holy fuck.
and I'm fucking pissed about it. Because I see
Stop
this shit.
saying
You can't
fact.
say that. Oh yeah? I can't say a fact? What fucking world do we live
Oh
in that
my
I can't say a
gosh.
fucking fact, you bitch? Enough is enough
Stop
with this
saying
shit.
fact.
Yeah, King be cruel. King be bitch. You're gonna say dumb shit like that in the fucking chat, and everyone else who said that too, because people in the comments, all my haters saying it in their videos.
Oh my
So now we
goodness,
know
we're
what you're
only
watching
6
every
minutes
fucking day,
in.
right?
We don't
You
have to
dumb
watch
fuck.
the whole thing. We
Shut
get
the
it.
fuck up. No one cares about
It's
your
a
bitch-ass
fucking mess.
Nah, the
mean-filled
people have voted.
opinions. There's facts.
You've
there's
dragged me
reality,
into
and
it.
then
You
there's
must
your
wait for the whole
bullshit
10
world
minutes.
that you live in on the internet.
Yeah, okay.
Where you circle jerk each other with your conspiracy and your nonsense, and no one fucking cares about you except your circle jerking community.
DSP is
The
like
problem
he
is
wasn't
there's
labeled a
too
pet,
many
yeah.
of you.
Well, he's not got
Jeez,
Too many
he's-
fucking idiots.
He's not one though.
And
That's the
enough is enough
thing.
with this
That's
shit.
one
It's
thing
time
they
to
can't
call
put
it
on
out.
him.
Just because I'm one of
Yeah.
the most abused people
sounds like
existing,
Ego
I
Raptor.
sounds like
make a
Ego
factual
Raptor.
observation. I can say whatever the fuck I want, and you like it, or you shut the fuck up.
Sóbrame, por favor, you cabrón.
Like,
He
Jesus,
does talk
relax,
like Aaron.
dude.
He does.
Yeah.
Now, you got a
Ego
problem with
Raptor's like
that?
everything I say is
Test
fact.
me,
I'm never
bitch.
wrong. Yeah.
Because I'm not putting up with it anymore. I'm not. I'm not gonna have people come in here on my streams and in fucking other videos and say, "Oh, oh look, I'm like him, just like me and him." Shut the fuck. No one even knows what you're talking about. I've never even heard the meme before because I'm not an asshole. I'm not
Plays
a fucking
games as good as
dumbass,
him,
mouth-breathing
too.
idiot. I don't follow the
No,
bunches
Aaron's
follow
worse.
on the internet. It's my
I think
life.
Phil
I'm
knows a
talking
little bit
about,
more than Aaron
right?
does.
And it's true.
I think Phil reads the
Follow
directions
plot of this
sometimes.
game. This is exactly what I've gone
Sometimes.
through. I've lost tons of business opportunities. I've lost the ability to branch out on the internet as a content creator. Tons of people,
He just
hundreds
like
of
me,
thousands
for real,
of people
for real.
will never check out my content,
Okay,
Because
Phil,
all
you're the
they
one
hear
that
is
dropped
conspiracies
from
about
your
me.
fucking documentary.
right? What they'll do is they'll take
Do you think Phil was
this
dropped on his head as a
actual
kid?
He
segment
was
of my
dropped multiple
podcast
times as a
out of
kid.
context and just show, look, Phil abuses his viewers by swearing at them instead of actually showing the reason I'm doing it.
In all seriousness,
people
I
are
feel bad for
mistreating me, that
DSP. He
people
clearly
are being
has
horrible to me
issues
and my
that
family
the
and
internet
everyone
just
else.
stoked the
And then
flames
when I
on. His
finally
life would
called
have
it
been so
out,
much
oh my
better if
God,
he
look, in
stopped
the game
all
it's
this
happening
forever
just
ago.
like what happened to me.
Yeah, and
it's
it.
so cringy.
Oh boy, when he showed what Cat looks like again.
How is it
Yeah,
Oh,
that
his
that
wife?
stoked the flames even more. Yeah.
Oh man, I feel so bad for her.
Oh, she's a fucking bitch.
There we go. To state a
She
fact.
hates his cat.
You fucking buffoon. You are so dumb. Just 'cause
Can't
you
wait for
don't like
Yakuza 8
someone
like a
doesn't
Spurg
mean
Phil
that when they
edition.
state a fact, the fact is wrong.
Hiya,
That means you're
Sahara.
an
How are
idiot.
you doing?
You understand?
Yeah, no, this has been
There are a lot
brewing
of
for a
people on this
while.
planet I don't like, but they say
Yeah.
true things
He's
sometimes.
special
and you
needs
better watch
and
the
need
fuck up and listen.
representation too.
Or shut up about it, because no one cares.
Nah,
about you
it's
and your
just
drama
extreme
community on the
autism.
internet. There is an entire culture.
Can't wait for Yakuza 8 like a Spurg Phil
of stuff
edition.
on the internet based on this level
Whoa.
of hatred. Based
They're
on
gonna
this
make the
level
game
of
all about him because he's
hearsay
just like the main
and
character. For
Sorry
real,
about
for real.
that.
bullshit, and it's ruining people's lives. And mine.
He was
is one
dropped
of
from
them.
his own
There is
parents 'cause
literally
they were his
no
original
fucking
haters.
reason whatsoever that I should not be in the Twitch partner program. Zero. I never did a damn thing to deserve that treatment. There's people out there who don't even know anything about me, who hate me. But a campaign of slander was held against me, and those idiots at Twitch, as unprofessionally stupid as they
Because he
fucking
revealed
are,
everything
said,
prior to
"Oh, we don't wanna
employee
deal with this
termination."
drama, so we'll just remove him from the partner program.
More
We
like
won't
Yakuza
ban him
8,
from
like
the
a
site, 'cause I literally didn't do
infinite
anything
DLC.
wrong. But let's remove him from the program. Now we have no liability if people keep complaining about this guy, right? So, yeah, it's happened to me 100% concretely. By the way, it's on Kiwi Farms. When they did
I
it years
forgot
ago,
he
they
men-
posted up all
he
around
mentions
Kiwi
the
Farms about it.
farms.
All the evidence was always there. Is that people want to ignore it. When there's evidence of all the horrible things that have happened to me, oh, that doesn't
There you go.
exist. That never happened.
I know Null
No.
keeps
But
track of this
anytime
dude.
that I do something
Yeah.
even slightly
Null
wrong,
thinks people bully
oh,
him
here you
too
go.
much.
Here's all the
Yeah.
evidence of everything
Yeah.
Phil's ever done
Yeah.
wrong in his 15 plus years on the internet. That's not how it fucking works.
Hey, Zeta,
That's
how
not
you
fair.
doing?
You're a bunch of bitches.
He's a bad
Every one of
brand.
you's a little coward.
I can agree with that.
Really, you're all nobodies. The people who do that shit, you're fucked up. You're broken in the
Are
fucking
watching
head. Everyone,
Sega Games
you
DSP.
bitch-ass content creators
We're
out there,
we're
who
watching
all you do
him
is talk
rant
shit
about
people
how he's
all day
just
and you
like
call it
the
news.
main
You're the
protagonist
most
in
worthless humans on
like
Earth.
Dragon 8.
Right now, if
in
you
that he's
all
going through
had
the exact
fingers
same
snapped
thing
away
every
by
day. He's
Thanos,
just like
no
him
one
for
would
real,
care.
for real.
You're all replaceable.
I'm gonna be honest.
Every one of you
The
has
biggest
nothing
crime
to
he's made
add
in this
to
video is how he
this planet,
mentions how he
nothing
says
positive.
Thanos' name.
You're nothing but a blight on the fucking planet. You're a big hemorrhoid on
doing
all of our
good. How
fucking
are you?
asses. We're trying to make a positive living and help people on this planet. You're the problem. Not us, the ones who you abuse.
Why are you
You're
speaking
the
into the
fucking
mirror,
problem.
Phil?
Get it? If you go
You would
away,
make a great
the world's a
VTuber
better
like
place.
Rushia.
I want you to think about that. Now,
Nah,
I'm
you
allowed to
want
say
to know
whatever the fuck I
who
want.
is?
especially when it's facts.
I know who'll make a great
right?
VTuber.
The plot of Life and Dragon
Chantal.
Infinite Wealth is incredibly
Oh.
similar to my life.
We'll
in
talk
that
about her
regard.
tonight.
The main characters are
Oh, he
harassed
just ruined Like a Dragon for me.
by people on
I am
the
waiting
internet,
for
made up
the,
slander campaigns.
Phil art
They have no
of,
means to defend themselves, and now
him
their
dressed
whole
like
world is in
Ichiban.
shambles.
I
And that's
will
what the
bring
plot
up-
of the
Amelia,
movie is
how are you?
exploring. What
I
are
will
they
bring
gonna
up a
do
Chantal
to
clip
try to
for
figure
tonight
out
so
what
people
really
can have a
happened?
brief
Where did
primer
this
into her.
information come from? Can they figure it
Okay.
out, right? Now, I'm willing to bet
Mizu
that
died,
the rest of
now
the
he's
game is
just
not gonna be a
napping.
lengthy court case.
It's
where they
basically over, by the
sue
way, the
the
clip.
parties for slander or
Yeah.
defamation or whatever it
So
may be.
I
always get
am
those
going to stop it for now. But that's Phil.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not all Phil. I think that's like
Excuse me.
that is like years of build up where he's just been like,
Yeah.
"Shut the fuck up, you fucking idiots! I fucking hate all of you." Is basically what he's doing.
Oh, no,
PSP does
100%.
have the gamer rage to be like Rushia. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Speaking of Rushia, I think we waited long enough, but there you go, chat. That is Phil, the Phil update. He's pissed off at everybody because he can't have a little bit of fun. So let him have his little bit of fun. Let him think that he's like a Japanese Yakuza. It'll help him fall asleep at night.
It's just like Ichiban for real, for real.
Uh-huh.
So, I'm gonna have to educate the other two on Rushia.
Yes, please.
But, so Hololive hired the girl who is in the thumbnail that you have made.
Yes.
That's what she looked like when she got hired by Hololive. Her name is Uruha Rushia, and she was, when people talk about a streamer being the girlfriend experience, that was her. Which is why there's controversy over the fact that it was confirmed she was married at one point during all of this.
Which was afterwards, right?
I don't know.
Okay. Fair enough.
I think it was partially during, partially afterwards. I'm not 100% sure. But that is why that was controversial, is because she actually did do the girlfriend experience. That was specifically like what she did. So it's a little bit different for her than it is for some other people.
Right. But like that was she one of the first to do that, basically?
What do you mean? The girl?
To
girlfriend
do the
experience thing?
VTuber girlfriend experience.
No, she wasn't the first.
Okay. I mean, I knew other.
She was just completely unstable.
Right.
She was the definition of Menhera.
Right.
Yeah.
And she ended up not, I thought it was to her husband, but apparently her husband was somebody else. But she eventually got removed from Hololive because she leaked private documents to a guy who I don't really know, but I have been told he is like the Keemstar of Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he got upset one day at people not believing him, so he just up and said, "By the way, Rushia gave me everything." To which, obviously, as soon as Hololive figured that out, they're like, "Yeah, you're gone." And she to this day is one of the only members of Hololive to actually be fired. Which I think is a clear distinction, because Hololive is normally very quiet about why people leave, and they tend to like really play up the whole graduation angle.
Yeah.
So they can kind of keep their pretty idol image. With Rushia, it was almost specifically she got fired for NDA, which it was very abnormal for Hololive to do, and I don't think they've done it since. They might have done it one more time since, but it's still just like a super rare thing for them.
Mm-hmm.
What about
So
the other girl from Hololive that was like the dragon girl, and she was the Japanese one?
Coco.
Yeah, Coco. Wasn't she also
Coco.
similar, or did they just say, "Oh, she's leaving"?
No.
Okay.
They said she's leaving
Okay, fair enough.
because they had to get rid of, or it's unclear whether they pushed her out or whether she left on her own because the other girls were getting so much harassment from the Chinese fan base.
Right, and
That's a much more complex issue, but 100% Hololive never said anything bad about her publicly, at least.
fair enough. Fair enough. I was always
So completely
curious.
different situation. But so Rushia leaves and she starts up like a little private channel, or maybe she goes back to a channel she had before it. I don't know the exact timeline on when that channel was made. And she just does some of her streaming stuff. And then she gets dragged into Vshoujo by Keisan under the name Nazuna, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. She was the like white cherub lolly girl. I can't remember. I can never remember their names because I stopped caring about Vshoujo a long time ago.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
I don't think
But
anybody here
whatever,
does.
she gets dragged into the JP branch, and recently she quit. Although it's unclear why she quit. Was Korokoro the Keemstar guy's name? I don't know. I like I said, I literally don't know the guy at all.
I don't think anyone really knows.
I mean, no, people know, but I don't
We
care.
don't.
No?
That's the thing is,
Oh,
somebody knows, but we
okay.
don't.
Yeah,
I was
like,
about to say, Murray, you're my encyclopedia of knowledge here.
yeah, I don't watch him, so I genuinely don't know. But she leaves Vshoujo very recently, actually. It was like, what, this last month or so that she
Mhm.
left?
Yeah.
Mhm.
For some reason, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't really care. And then all of a sudden, her ex-husband, who's called like Mamafuka or whatever is his online handle, I don't know how to pronounce it, just like dumps this document that says she stalked me, she harassed me, she, like, we were married for this amount of time and she was insane and crazy and like all this other stuff. And most people just believe it for some
Right.
reason, which I thought was funny, that normally people are like really, especially when it comes to idols, they're like, my waifu would never do such a thing. But Rushia was so crazy during when she was streaming that everybody was like, yeah, that sounds like her.
Yeah, she sounds like somebody that might murder somebody or might stalk somebody. Yeah, I'd believe that.
And she releases a counter document, counter in air quotes, where she says, yes, I did stalk him. Well, not me specifically. I hired a private investigator to do it.
Oh.
Yeah, and she's like, yeah, I was abusive. I think the only thing that she specifically denied from his document was he accused her of cheating on him, which she denied, and he accused her of animal abuse, which I believe she also denied.
Would not surprise me.
Yeah, but she was like, yeah, which I'm tempted to believe her on that because of like how casually she said the other stuff in her document.
Yeah.
Where she's like, yeah, I hired a private investigator to stalk him. It's whatever. Hashtag girl boss. Like, I don't know. She was just like so casual about the other stuff. I'm tempted to believe her when she says she didn't do things.
Right. Oh my gosh.
The cat killing was a hamster that died, right? I don't know. I didn't read much of his document because I didn't read much of either of their documents because I just thought it was funny. Like sitting from a distance and just watching it. I will say, he should have known what he was getting into.
Maybe she was different when he married her.
Okay.
No,
No, you
There
don't think
is
so?
no going crazy like that, and that's why people say don't stick your dick in crazy.
Exactly.
no, she was like that from the start. So
Mhm.
his only excuse was, I thought everything she told me was a lie.
He legit thought that she was joking about being crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so she was
Oh.
completely honest with him, and he was like, okay.
Maybe he was like, I can fix her.
I can fix her, I
It was
swear.
both. Don't worry, guys. I can definitely fix that shit. Oh, there ain't no fixing that. It sounds funny.
And here's the thing, right? Is the only thing I can say she did that was probably objectively bad was there is accusations of like spousal abuse or domestic abuse.
Which is wrong.
But I didn't read into like what specifically that was. I can say that is objectively bad, whether it's verbal or physical.
Yes.
But some of the other stuff, it's like, you kind of knew what you were getting into, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it's creepy if your girlie starts following you around places to see what you're up to. But you kind of signed up for that, bro. You knew she was going to do that.
Lumi, would you follow
can't
your
feel
man
bad
around
for
like
you.
that?
No, I trust him.
That's good.
And this had like the obvious knock-on effect of you had tons of people that are like, we need to cancel her. Because the internet loves a good canceling.
Yes.
And then you also had a bunch of the guys come out. They're like, holy shit, she is crazy. I can have an I can fix her girl.
I love that. Everybody laughed. That's what all they wanted. They wanted the I can fix her moment.
Yeah, there were a lot of people that were like, oh my god, her on-stream personality is real. I actually can have a girl like that. So, go for it, guys. I wish you all the best of luck.
I
Don't come
wouldn't.
crying to me
I
when some
wouldn't.
shit goes down.
Oh, you guys are fucking insane if you decide to do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Immediately, like a day after this happened, the price of her merch plummeted, and a lot of it went up for sale for super discounts on eBay.
Yes, it did. You showed us
Okay,
some of
so
that.
I'm gonna have to buy some and then wait for it to go up to collector's prices.
Re-increase in value. I don't know if it will, but maybe.
Oh, it will.
So
It
I
always
posted
does.
this picture to my Twitter, but I bought her Nendoroid because the
considering it.
Nendoroids that normally go for like $70 to $80, hers plummeted to $20 to $30, even on like official outlets through Amazon. So I found one for like $25, and I just immediately picked it up.
I'm
So
gonna
now I
look
have a
right
Rushia
now.
Nendo.
I'm gonna look right now, see how much one is. The Rushia.
So
We're group
Hololive.
buying Rushia merch now. Hell yeah. Bonding experience.
It's especially like if you look it up on Amazon, right? Because Amazon will tell you,
Oh, you
like,
got lucky.
this is normally bought with this. And with Rushia, normally she's bought with like some of the other girls she would collab regularly with, because
Yeah.
obviously fans of one of them are typically fans of all three, or they want like the little collection. And you can see it where it says, fans of the $30 Rushia Nendo typically bought these, and it's her other two gen mates that are going for like $70 and $80.
Yeah, I'm seeing her Nendroid for 50, 60, 70 right now.
Oh, did it finally go back up?
It did.
I'm glad I caught it when it was dead.
You caught the dip. Now you have now you've got gains.
I bought the dip, guys.
Oh, very good.
You'll make you'll make those fat stacks if you decide to sell it. But I don't think you
Oh,
will.
I
Will
found
you?
one for $36.72.
Oh, where? On
Hey.
eBay?
eBay.
Oh my goodness, I don't know. I
Oh,
must not be-
eBay dipped a lot because people were trying to get rid of their old ones.
Maybe pick up a dagger.
Or you can get one from Amazon for $38.19.
Oh, you know what? I will check out Amazon.
Where
Well-
were you looking?
Hell yeah, I was on eBay. I wanted to see.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's $38 on Amazon. You know what? Fuck it. We'll buy the dip, chat.
I just bought her.
We're buying the dip. Only 2 left. Only 2 left. Me and Lumi are gonna get the last 2.
Hell yeah.
you better hurry before chat gets them.
I already bought it. Fuck you, chat. I saved $10 with Prime.
What was the product description? I don't know the product description that was on mine. But I know I got it in already, and it's still in box, so that's fine by me.
I'll keep mine in it. Well, you know what? I have some Nendroids here that need a friend. Maybe they need a crazy little friend.
Oh, I take all of mine out of the boxes, and I set them in little poses and stuff.
They actually degrade if they stay in the plastic for too long.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, chat.
That's why you get little display cases for them.
Well, there you go. No, I have most of the the Little Witch Academia ones except for Susie, and I have a Branya from Honkai, and I want the Susie, but like she's the most expensive one. She's like over $100.
Well, she's the most popular one.
She is, and I understand why. Susie is best girl. Hack Akko's eBay account. You'll have to hack my Amazon account because that is where I bought it from. So what happens after that?
Nothing so far.
Nothing.
At least as far as I'm aware.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. I do have a weird segue that kind of links into this because, like, tangentially with all of this happening, people are reporting on it because that's what people do. Hey, we're reporting on it right now. But people aren't just like people aren't covering it in the way that other people like. There are people saying, "Oh, you can't just say this one thing." Like what were people saying? People are getting upset that they were mentioning that she had a husband. And they're like, "No, you can't just say that. You have to say that she was mentally abusive." And it's just like, bro.
So people were specifically mad at Kiyomaru and False ID, although False ID can get screwed, I don't care, for putting in his thumbnail that she was married. And they were like, "Why didn't you include all the other stuff?" And they were pretty open about it, in that they didn't want to put it in the thumbnail because YouTube isn't going to like a thumbnail that has a bunch of quote-unquote like slander in it.
Exactly.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's also important to note that at the time they'd released it, she had not released her document. So it was all just accusations. So if she didn't come out and release her document, it'd be even worse.
Yeah.
Because it'd be like a he said, she said, but with one side just saying all this random crap about them, and you could get in actual trouble for that.
Remember, False isn't a drama tuber? Very true, he is not. No, but like, yeah,
Oh, he's definitely a drama tuber.
the people...
He is.
The people that... There were just so many people getting ass mad about it, saying how drama tubers shouldn't be reporting on this, and they're not real journalists. And I made the snide remark that, yes, sir/madam, they are journalists, and we are journalists. In fact, I feel like sometimes they are more journalist-alike than the people you see on the news. And everybody lost their fucking mind. I had one guy that got mad at me for saying that journalists that go to college are getting scammed because you should not go to college for journalism when literally there's so many people on YouTube that make so much money and they've never been to college for this. The only exemption from this is Tim Pool because he used to work for Vice, but it doesn't matter. You can literally be a successful journalist without ever stepping foot into a classroom, and so many people got pissed off at me for saying that. So
Yeah, it's
I
just
don't
like
understand that.
Lumi.
leave me alone. I'm eating. Anyway, it's like people forget that there's such thing as citizen journalism. You don't have to go to college to report on something.
Yeah.
Why do you think like who are some commentators that like this is going outside the VTuber sphere, but like there's unfortunately Hassan Piker, who is just like, you know, a general retard that likes to think he knows things.
He's just like CNN. I'll consider him a CNN like reporter.
Yeah. There's there's the Quartering that does that as well. There is I know Blair White does reporting on stuff, but it's more so in like a podcast sense like we do instead of like outright reporting. You know, that there's anyone can report on shit.
Yeah.
Literally anyone.
I refuse to fight Sam.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's just the thing. Like, I had so many people. I'm trying to look for it, but I can't find it. But there's so many people that just like, oh my gosh, that's not real journalism. It's like, but what about the people on the TV? And then some people are like, oh, that's not real journalism either. It's like, okay, then what's the fucking standard? And I looked up the fucking standard on the internet. Like, here, let me look it up right now, because I want to make sure I say it right. What is a journalist? A journalist is an individual who collects/gathers information in the form of text, audio, or pictures, processes it into a newsworthy form, and disseminates it to the public. Alright, chat, if you are on Twitter and you tweet something interesting about cats, you are a journalist. Congratulations. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Yes.
But no, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand how there has to be some grand standard for it, because, like, there's not. There's grand standard for people that want to be a lawyer, or want to be a doctor, or somebody like me that wants to be a plumber, but there's not a standard for... The bar for journalism is so low that it doesn't matter. These people, regardless if I like or dislike Falls, he's a journalist. He reports on journalistic things, you know? I even throw out the...
Does he have a huge bias on that journalism and usually skews it in another direction? Yes. But unfortunately, he's still a journalist.
Mm-hmm. I even said this, and some people got so mad. They're like, well, Keemstar's not a journalist. I'm like, yes, he is.
He is.
Yes, he is. You may not like him, but he is 100% a journalist because he talks about things. I don't get it. I don't get it. People get so mad when you say that. I don't know.
People get mad when you try and say anything is journalism that isn't just like current events, big world news.
I mean,
it's like I understand like certain people are like quote unquote more important than others, but when you see like CNN or Fox News reporting on like the family members or the sexual proclivity of like politicians, that's technically the same shit we do.
Exactly. The only difference is we're not sponsored by Pfizer. So would that appease people if I somehow appealed, if I called Pfizer up and say, we will tell people to take the jab and to give us money, will that be enough for people to say, okay, you're a journalist? Because I'm not gonna do that. But like, that seems to be what they're saying here. I don't identify as a journalist, but you are. You're just a good one.
Yeah, you actually put research into your shit, Murray.
Exactly. You're more of a journalist than a lot of journalists that journalists.
I could care less about all those people talking smack about us.
I could too.
When we are factually factual better than them.
Yes, factually.
You know, it's like what I noticed when other content creators that are in the same vein as you start shit talking or like, you know, blocking you out, right? They're scared. That's what I think.
They block me a lot.
They do, but that's okay. They're scared. You get your account back.
I had to tell a couple people that my old account was back and they needed to unblock me on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they like no longer hate you?
Where the money was?
They don't hate me anymore.
That's funny.
But they had this old account blocked. It's okay though, I'm used to being hated.
The hate grows me stronger.
They hate you because you're successful.
Did you guys see my tweet the other week before my account got removed where I said I wanted to be the community villain?
Yes.
But I didn't want to use that word because everybody that's like, I'm a villain VTuber ends up being like some weird hyper SJW type person.
Trashy human being, yeah. And then your account gets deleted.
That are just like, oh, I want to be a mean person, but I want to be safe mean. It's like, no, I want like real chaos.
I hate people like that. I really hate people like that because all it shows is that they're trying to hide something, and it typically comes out. So don't ever say that, Mizu.
Man, I open Twitter. The first thing I see is Azahara commenting on a post that Evan, the one dude, I forgot what he does. Yeah, that one. Posted about Mythos, and okay, how much do you want? Like, Mythos is gonna be like an all-female agency. I'm already calling it now. They're gonna take all of the Greek gods and just make them all women.
That sounds kind of hot, but by the same token, also sounds pretty.
I think he deleted all of his tweets yelling at me.
Who?
Evan?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm pretty sure the tweets that he made yelling at me are just gone.
Why do you think he deleted them?
Funny.
That's the question.
I don't know.
You think it's because he knew it got you clout?
I think he realized they just kind of made him look like a dickhead.
Yeah.
Because nobody liked his tweets talking about me. There's like a whole 3 or 4 likes on them, which is sad when your account's like, what, 60K or something weird?
Yeah.
65.4K.
65.4K. Talk smack about me and couldn't get any attention on it.
But you can't shit talk the femboy. That's discrimination.
Yeah, it's one of those
Yeah.
things where if you want to talk smack about somebody, excuse me, you have to do it in a way where people can get on you for it. Because if you don't, people are going to be confused. I learned that the hard way, and so I'll remember that for next time. But no. Evan's stupid for that.
Let's see, what do we want to talk about now?
Let's see.
We have the list.
Oh yeah, we do got the list.
Oh, wait, I
What?
also tweeted some stuff earlier.
We did.
Ba-ba-ba-ba. Oh yeah, there's you guys know who Permaband is on Twitter, right?
Oh, you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Want to
Okay.
talk about permaband?
I'm actually gonna put up a poll. Go to YouTube and vote if you want to. Is Perma right for what he said? Yes. No. Alright.
I thought permaband was like, you know, all good for the cute and funny.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know,
You want to
but-
share your screen, good sir? If you're looking at shit.
I am not. I'm just scrolling through his account to get to the actual tweets. I was gonna say like who he was, but I don't really know necessarily.
All I know is that he's
He
a
just
shit disturber.
posts. All I know is that he posts memes and talks shit.
Yeah, he's basically, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But from what I've gathered, he's just a V-tweeter that shit disturbs people, and does a pretty good job at it. And I typically like it because he knows how to piss people off. But he came out with a tweet where he, I'm trying to remember exactly what he said, but he was basically like, all people that like Lolly Show need to be like ostracized from.
Well, I have the tweets up.
Do you have the tweets? All right, I'll
Yeah,
let you read them.
so for whatever reason, to try and get a W over somebody that was also like a lolicon, he put out a tweet that said "this you," and it's just got like a bunch of semi-lewd lolly drawings. A lot of them I'm not even sure I really consider lolly, so I think he's kind of on the edge there with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then he follows it up with, I can say with absolute certainty that lolly show off-brand of any type disgust me, and people who make them should remain closeted and outcasted. And from what I understand, off-brand means hentai, and it comes from Lost Pause,
Oh my.
which is whatever.
It really was kind of out of left field because, like, didn't he defend Lolly's show a lot?
Yes.
Like, that was something that really boggled me. Is like, I thought everybody was just reading it wrong at first because everybody's like, "Oh, we hate Permanent." I'm like, what did he say? And then I was like, "Are you sure you're not reading that wrong?" I'm confused, and I was like, "Am I reading this wrong?" Because it sounds like he actually hates it. Because I
Yeah.
thought he
Yeah, I
liked
thought
it.
I was reading it wrong too. I was like,
Well, then he
Oh, what?
posted the follow-up that was supposed to explain better what he meant, where he says, "Lolly show hentai disgusts me. Nothing will ever change my mind about that. I also think that this form of content and the people who actively share it should remain in their very insulated niches." That was his original trying to walk it back.
Yeah, because he did another
And then
one.
that
Didn't he?
didn't go over well either. So that's when he had to make the new one that you shared, Oka,
Mm-hmm.
where he says, "There's one matter I didn't address. I will take back 2 words I said and shove it down my throat. Closeted and outcasted. Those were very trash things I said towards those who draw. Sorry for acting like an auntie. If those words stung, it's on me, no excuse." So to me, and I think to other people, this kind of feels a lot more like I realized something I said was obscenely unpopular with my base, so now I'm trying to walk it back to salvage my reputation.
Mm-hmm.
This
Mhm.
doesn't read like this is legitimately what I believe.
yeah.
No, yeah, and that's the thing that, like, cause, like, okay, just for context, like the tweet that he shared, like, he gave 2 points. 1, I don't like Lolly Show. 2, I think everybody that likes it should basically die in a corner. Is kind of how I read it. I agree with his first point, because I don't like lolly show either. It's just not what I'm interested in, and I find it kind of repulsive sometimes. However, I don't care if other people like it, because it's not an indicator for anything hyper gross. And so I was like, you had me in the first half, buddy. In the second half, I don't know if I can stick with you for that one. So, I don't know. It was just kind of bizarre to see that, because it's not what I expected from him. But what do you think is gonna be the fallout because of that?
I honestly think it's just gonna be drama of the week, and then people are just gonna move on from it.
You think so?
No, I don't think
Yeah.
there's gonna be huge drama over it. It's just like one person said, it's wild to see like such a blatant mask off moment with them not really thinking it through.
Yeah. I do agree. It's one of the but here's my thought process on it. I think people are going to move on, but people are not going to forget. Because I think with the left, at the very least, when it comes to pop culture and people that kind of all align that way, they typically rage for a week and then they forget everything and they don't really hold on to it because they never do. But when it comes to people that are in the lolly community or just like real deep on that side, they don't forget. They don't forget. They typically remember that, and when it comes to people that they trust, they don't trust those people anymore. And so I don't think he's going to have the same like credibility again that he used to have because of that.
You know, someone should make the meme instead of Pepperidge Farm, which remembers it's the Lollyconch remember.
You think he's starting to... He says he thinks Perma's trying to start shit. I don't know what Perma's trying to do. I don't... Because again, like, here's the thing. I used to follow him for a while, but the thing that I have is I will follow people until I just don't feel like they're interesting. Because I don't really like following people that just tweet all day. I like to follow people that actually make something, and all he does is just tweet all day. I don't really see anything else, and that's just not interesting to me. If you like it, great.
I will add,
to be fair,
I did not follow Permaband, which makes him yet another person that I didn't feel good about and chose not to follow.
You knew.
So you're
But, like,
still
what I
100,
was-
100.
Mizu knew,
what I was
chat.
saying is that, like, for example, that like it's not bad when some people post all the time on Twitter because Kiyomi does the same thing. She also still streams and all that.
Well, yeah.
Perma, as far as I know, hasn't advertised himself as a VTuber. He's just a shit poster.
Yeah, and I if you post but you also make content, that's fine with me. It's just I've realized that people where all they do is make tweets, that's like all they do. They don't stream, they don't make anything else. I end up not liking them that much. You know? They just rub me the wrong way. And I'm sorry if that's all people... If you're in the chat and that's all you do, I'm sorry, but like... I just end up feeling weird around you, because like that's all you do is spend all day on Twitter. I did that when I was a teenager, and I just don't feel like it's that fun anymore. If you have fun with it, fine, but...
I can see his name, but I can't really see him from a distance.
I mean, Mizu has the full right to say "I told you so" for things that he's right about.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mizu did follow me once he got banned and that disappeared. I follow people at random.
Rip.
Azahara, you make content. I see the clips that you post for
I've seen you make...
Kirsha and Pippa.
Yeah, you make tons of content. I can't hate you. You make videos.
I see your shit pop up on my YouTube, and I honestly forgot to subscribe to you. But even before that, I kept seeing your shit pop up. I'm like, who the fuck is this? Oh, I know this bitch. Never mind.
You're automatically excluded because, like, hell, even editing YouTube videos for other people's accounts, in my opinion, it's just the people that all they do is tweet. All they do is like try to ratio people on Twitter. It's just like, come on, man. Come on, man.
Nobody likes the ratio people.
I don't either. I saw it first with Keffels, and I'm like, if that's all you live for, I'm sorry. That's a pretty lousy existence in my opinion.
Pretty sad life.
Do more than just ratio.
Oh, this is such a cute fucking model. What the hell? I'm just perusing Twitter while you guys are talking about shit. Look how cute this lady is. And I love the movement of the model.
Okay, I have a fun little thing we can talk about before, because I do want to talk about the user submitted stuff. But this was something I found really interesting. I saw a couple people talking about, and one of my favorite people to watch talk about things, Monica talked about it too. This person like said 70% of VTubers are like, and it's just an image of a dude saying, "I see VTubers everywhere, maybe I should try." And he's watching VTubers talk about sex, and he's like, "Is this really what all VTubers are like?" And it's just like, if that's all you're looking for, sure. But like, I feel like, and this is something that obviously the people that have a Western mindset are not going to understand just like the culture around VTubers, and that's fine. I just think it's funny that that's the first impression people see. We still in perma? No, we've switched over to something else. Here, I can pull up the picture of it. I posted it in secondary topics for you guys, but like, here, this is the meme. I keep seeing VTubers everywhere, maybe I should give them a try. And then the VTubers say, "Low-key wish I was yoinking it right now." Ara, ara, moans in high-pitched tone. Ara, ara, femboys. Ara, ara. Wow, this really reminds me of porn. I don't think all VTubers are like that. I know some of the popular ones are, but...
You mean the majority of the popular ones? Even Fillion or whatever the fuck her name is starting to do, I guess, OnlyFans content.
I don't care. Like, it's one of those things where I really don't care if that's all that they do. I just find it funny that that's all people seem to focus on. And again, there's
people don't like sex anymore, which is weird.
So I have an idea why. And this relates kind of to a personal family thing. But, I think that the next generation is sick of what it's seeing and is going to become way more closed off from relationships. And I feel like that's a consequence of the over-sexualization of media today. I've just seen members in my family, mostly like my younger brother, retract himself. And he doesn't like the VTubing thing. He thinks it's all sexual and shit. It's like, that's fine if you think that, but that's not what I do. But like, it is entirely the next generation that is just like tired of it. And I think that's why we see a whole bunch of minors on Twitter trying to be like, "Oh, you're doing child porn and stuff." It's like, no. Also, why are you here? This platform is for 17 plus. Get off of here. Really boggles the mind.
Yeah.
I think the next generation is kind of fucked on that front.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fancy was a sponsor of her award show, so maybe she signed a deal with them. Fansley's been partnering with a lot of things.
They have.
Fansley, partner with me. I'll post ass for you.
Nice and pretty.
Give me money for my show to model, please.
Cute, funny ass pics.
Hey, depending on who you're going for your show to model, it's like a few schmeckles. You're fine.
Mizu ass returns. I've considered Mizu ass for the Fansley.
How much would it be? Like $3.99 a month?
Free.
Ooh. Snap.
I mean, he posted on his Twitter already. He used to post on his Twitter.
How can you say no, chat? Oh my gosh. See, we're proving that image right.
And
I've seen Mizu's ass. I have seen Mizu's face, and he is fucking adorable.
Oh, excuse me, same.
I'm a pretty woman.
Yes.
Very pretty.
I'm sad because my mother doesn't see it. Oh well.
Very pretty. She's not being gender euphoric for you.
Yeah, fucking gender euphoria. I hate that so much.
I know, right? Speaking of gender
Just
euphoria.
say you're horny for yourself.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
a fetish.
Yeah.
Speaking
honestly.
Speaking of gender euphoria, kind of an aside that kind of made me throw up a little bit inside. So, Keffel's mother tweeted at them saying happy birthday to your pussy, basically.
Oh, what?
their mother said that.
Happy birthday to your.
Yeah, it's like okay. If I personally have no issue if you want to change your bits. It's fine. I don't care to know about it, but it's fine. But I really don't need to know that your mom in public on Twitter said happy birthday to your pussy.
You know, to be fucking honest, that sounds like something Fruit's mother would do.
Yeah, maybe.
That's so gross.
She does support Fruit a little too much.
Oh.
I still think it's Fruit on an alternate account, but you know, whatever.
I told my mother
That is a possibility.
Because, okay, I'm sorry, you can have the most supportive mother ever. But, like, I have never seen a mother be so supportive of, oh my god, my daughter is an anime girl on the internet. I'm so proud.
Mm.
It's like, it's fucking weird. My mother doesn't even know I stream. My sister does. My mother does not.
Mm.
I would rather jump off of a cliff straight into some rocks.
I told my mother I stream, and I told her, you can watch me, but you can't hold against me what I say, because I don't tell anybody who we are. And so I will keep your privacy, you just keep mine. And she's like, I would just rather not care. She's like,
I would rather not know what you do on the internet.
She's like, please don't show your ass on the internet. I have a family name to uphold, and I'm like, don't worry, Mom. I'm not gonna do that.
Well, that's too late for me.
Your daughter's just gonna become a safer work lolly. It'll be fine.
I don't... She won't understand.
She's cute and funny now.
Excuse me. Is there anything else? Oh! You want to talk about that Stella Blade game real quickly? That was an interesting story.
Yeah. I'm excited for Stella Blade.
How about
Stella Blade and the ex-employee cultists?
Yeah. Lumi, do you want to take charge on that one? That sounded like something you might like.
I don't know shit about it, but I'll read it.
Okay, go right ahead.
Yeah, fucking hold on.
Anybody need to make some repairs?
Where is it?
Speaking of Fruit's family, what's the 411 on her brother? Okay. Berserker, that's very transphobic of you. You never say 4-1 to another trans person, alright? That's really mean. I hope you think about your actions.
What?
I don't get it either.
You don't say 41 because to another trans person because of the 41% meme.
What?
Oh.
So Lumi, the 41% is the Sudoku rate of trans people. And so whenever you say 41% or just 41, a lot of them will get upset with you.
That's stupid.
It is, but I was just making a bad joke, I guess. But
A very transphobic joke, some might say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, here I'll share my screen.
Yeah,
Focus should know better.
Do it.
I don't know if this is the right post, but this is the post we're going for.
Need to have that much love.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, show it.
I don't have a link to the thread. If someone can link me the thread, that would be heckin' amazing. But the main thread said, a thread boycott Stella Blade, the company that made the game Shift Up remove work of 2 women because they were feminists. I am a victim and former employee of this game company. And then this person replied saying, Stellar Blade devs fired employees for being woke feminists. Listen, you already sold me on the game, guys. You don't have to now make me want to upgrade my pre-order to deluxe edition, because that's exactly what's gonna happen. Fan service and base devs, oh hell yeah, brother. And this person then quoted them saying they weren't fired for being feminists. They were fired because South Korean feminists are actual cultists. Not even kidding. Not, oh, they act super crazy like a cult. I mean, they are quite literally a cult. Yeah, South Korean feminists are fucking insane.
I think all feminists in today's age are insane.
No, okay, you know that's offensive.
Listen, I'm okay with classic feminism. My mom is a classic feminist.
I know nothing of this game, but I'm buying it. I've seen a lot of art.
It's Dark Souls with titties.
Yeah.
It's Dark Souls with titties.
Let me
Giant robot monsters.
Let me scroll back a little bit because let me elucidate a little bit more about this game. A lot of people were getting upset at this game because of the quote-unquote improper body proportions. They were saying that there's no way that the girl it could be real. And do you want to know what they did, chat? They showed the girl that was modeling for the game and that was doing the AR body model for the game, and it's exactly the same as the game model. And
Yeah, they body scanned the woman.
yeah, they body scanned the woman, and it's exactly the same. And then people basically had to start coping because it is accurate, and there are organs inside her body, and she can move around. So that is the controversy around this game. It is basically so based, and unfortunately, the worst thing about this game, I like this game, but I'm gonna have to flame them a little bit. They are a PS5 exclusive.
Yeah, no, that's garbage.
The couple of wins that I get for having a PS5. Thanks, Tyler.
I know, right?
Ooh, hold on. There was this one thread that you put in main topics.
Which one?
Where it sucks being a VTuber right now because of drama and
that
blah, blah,
one.
blah, 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 blah. I'm sure you'd have fun with this one.
Yeah, do you want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, hold on. So, chat, I don't often scroll on Twitter because I have a very busy life, and now that I've got school, I'm even busier. However, at least 1 or 2 days out of the week, I like to scroll while I'm laying in bed, trying not to fall asleep. And I saw this post by somebody named Lycan. This post got a considerable amount of views, 150,000 views, and I'll read a little bit of it, but the basic premise is they were saying, it sucks to be a VTuber because it's basically like living in high school. And I have an anecdote for this, but let me just read this. Being a hashtag VTuber sucks right now, and here's why. Drama everywhere, every day. Community literally feels like being back in high school all over again, but with worse/more serious issues. VTubers using others to benefit them. Gatekeeping everything. Getting canceled for the smallest things, like not even liking X, Y, or Z. Not being able to freely speak or give your opinion without being afraid of getting death threats or hate DMs. A quick aside, I haven't gotten either of those yet. I'm still waiting for them. Creepy
I have to solicit them.
Creepy parasocial perverts. VTuber assets drastically increased its prices. Cool though, and models costing almost half of my yearly pay. Worth it though. I don't know why this is a complaint if they're saying this is fine. Only 2 types of VTubers. Normalized/accepted, which is either chaotic/loud or quiet/chill. That is 3. No, 4. Amount of time, energy, and work needed to become successful. Editing vids, making graphics, leaving art rigged, learning how to maintain professional partnership. Yeah, and they're complaining about the amount of time that you have to spend. Mental strain that VTubing and platform is causing issues. TLDR, VTubing is hard. Please make sure that it's what you want to do before investing. And my only response to this was, welcome to adulting. I hope you enjoy your stay. A major problem I have. Major problem I have, and I'm going to whine on this hill forever. High school is not like a unique experience that people leave after they graduate, after they turn 18. High school is when everybody's going through puberty. High school is when everybody is learning how to become an adult, for the most part. You know, you're going through classes, you're prepping for college, you're learning how to, for the most part, become an adult. And people are assholes. Do you want to know why? Because they are basically mini adults at this point. You're going to have people that act like high school drama because that is what being an adult is all about. You don't leave high school. High school is literally what your life turns into. You just have to learn to navigate it. And I would like somebody to disagree with me on that, but I don't feel like I'm wrong. Literally, the moment that you gain puberty, you gain the hormones and the emotional statuses of an adult, and it will continue to develop until you're 25. And entering and leaving high school does not change that. And
yeah.
I just hate it when everybody's like, oh, this is just like high school. It's just like, yeah, I know, right? It's almost like high school doesn't stop. You continue being an adult until you die.
It's just like, even at places that I've worked, like literally every place that I have had a job at, there's literally still like high school clique behavior and all that. Hell, at my current job, like the workers are about 40% Spanish speakers, and when they want to shit talk people, all they speak is Spanish, and I'm like, you're lucky I can't understand your ass.
Well,
I know you're talking shit, but I can't confirm it.
And like in my job right now, and this is, I will say this is probably like something that depends on your job. My job and Lumi's job is very physically demanding, where people are walking and standing and forced to do manual labor basically all day in some capacity. You're gonna have people that like get bored on their feet, and they probably are gonna do stuff like that. I see it all the time. Hell, when I'm in the office with my boss, because sometimes he needs me in the office, do you know what he does? He likes to shit talk all of the coworkers that he hates, because he hates how they work and he wishes they would start working better. And I may or may not like it, because it's like, bro, you literally are talking about these people. He's like, I don't care. They make my life harder. I have to stick behind and write them up for all the stupid shit they do. It's like, okay. But like, that's the point that I'm trying to make is high school doesn't leave. You enter adulthood, or at least you start entering adulthood when you're a teenager, and it doesn't leave. You have to learn to deal with the fact that people are assholes. People are going to start drama for no reason because they're bitches and pussies and babies. People are going to just talk shit around behind your back, and you have to be used to it. You have to get used to it and grow some thick skin. And if you're not going to grow thick skin, I'm sorry, but you're going to die. I'm sorry.
Well, that's pretty extreme there.
I'm sorry. That's my extreme take of the night. You gotta adapt or die.
So here's my thing with that thread, right? I hate that people talk about VTubing like you're on a different planet. It's
me too.
Oh, VTubing is hard because some people are mean to you. That's just everything.
It is.
Well, it's also hard because sometimes there's drama. That's just everything.
It is, yeah.
So sometimes people use you to get a leg up in their own career. Yeah, that's literally every job.
Every job.
Yep.
like legitimately, right now, I haven't talked about this, but right now, I am kind of competing with another guy for a position at work because while it may not pay me more, I like the experiences that it offers more than my current spot, and I'm kind of trying to prove myself. And that's how work is. If you want to have better work pay, better experiences, do more or less things, it's all a competition. You always have to be on your toes. And I'm sorry if that bothers people, but if it bothers you, go back to streaming to the 5 or 10 followers that you have, because nobody's going to care to mess with you because you're not worth messing with. But if you actually care to be the next Gura or the next Pippa or the next whatever, people are going to step on you or attempt to, and you got to step back hard. You got to draw the line, pick your friends, and be mean to everybody else, basically.
Put on your stilettos and step in their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Lumi knows a thing or two about that.
Maybe.
I'm going to turn on my fan. It's hot in here. Give me a moment.
One thing a lot of people realize is, as soon as you put any label to yourself, you are competing immediately with everybody else with that label. So as soon as you specify yourself as VTuber, you're immediately competing with all VTubers. As soon as you use one of like the specialty tags, like, you know, CTuber or Furry Tuber, whatever you want to call, you're immediately competing with everybody within that tag.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you wouldn't be using those tags if you didn't think you would help you get your eyes in front of a community looking for that specific thing.
Yeah, you're all competing for viewership. You know those 7-8 million people that watch Twitch every single day? You're competing for those eyes. It's not like they're just gonna magically appear out of thin air just to watch you, unless you buy them. But like that's the thing.
Need more tags. Use that tag.
That's the thing. Like, people don't understand, and I try not to let it get to me. This is just one of those things where I'm like, you guys are such fucking idiots. Because if this is how you're gonna act, man, I hope you. I just hope that whoever you stream with understands what they're getting into.
Mm-hmm.
Which they probably don't.
No. And I will never stream with anybody that complains like that. If I learn that people complain like that, I will slowly phase my way out of streaming with them. I've done it before. And it sounds rude to say, I've done it before and I will do it again.
Yeah.
I will drop all you assholes.
Exactly.
I will step on both of you if I have to.
No, I won't step on you two because you both being here with me is actually a critical key to success. Okay.
We are the
okay.
keys to success.
Okay, like that may some people may not like what I'm saying there, but that's literally why VTuber organizations exist, because literally people attract fans from all walks of life and then they bring them together when they stream together. And that's a great way for fan bases to grow together. Like literally me and Paco ran the numbers ever since you guys came in. Everybody has been growing more consistently. Everybody.
I'm finally not at 3 digits anymore. I finally have 4.
Well, again, it's just like when people with different audiences that meld together come together, they grow off of each other. Everybody watches everybody else, and they bring more people in. It's proven, and it works.
Yeah.
MommaOcco to step on me.
Yeah, I was about to read that for you.
I promised John Loves Anime that when I finally get a 3D rig that I can walk around in, I would step on him first. So everybody needs to start forming a line.
No, I have to avoid Twitter for a while.
Why?
Shadow ban.
No, because the new Hazbin Hotel episodes came out while we were doing this, and everybody's spoiling the shit out of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
stay off Twitter. It's gonna be hard for you because you love pissing people off.
I just want to watch my Hazbin Hotel.
Well, you can watch it after the podcast.
Oh goodness.
Also, thank you for the follow, Zeta. Thank you for the care package. What a quick sippy sip.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I just
If you guys spoil my Hazbin Hotel in chat, I will ban you.
don't do it, chat. He will.
He'll ban you and send the ATF after your dog.
Oh my gosh.
I will. I'll have the ATF flashbang your dog. See, I don't care what anyone else says. I like Hazbin Hotel. I think it's a good show. Bite me.
I haven't seen an episode of it yet. I probably should.
I have
It's a good show.
seen multiple different people say multiple different things. Some people like it, some people hate it. Some people think that what's her name, Vizipop, is anti-Semitic.
Oh, Vivzipop got in more drama today.
Oh boy.
Oh, is it
Not her fault.
is it her zoophilia character?
Zoophobia.
Oh.
Zoophobia.
So somebody
Whatever.
found one of her Zoophobia characters, and it's like the character sheet, and it's, you know, the picture of her and like all the little descriptions around it and the way Vivzy does it. And one of the descriptions is that she preys on children. And in the top right, in big red letters, it says villain.
Mhm.
So she's got this character in big red letters that's labeled as a villain. And then one of her descriptions is that she preys on kids, and people are like, how could she unironically make a character that is a pedophile? This is disgusting behavior. It's like, she's the bad guy.
Yeah, you're not supposed to like the bad guy. Like, okay, chat.
It literally says villain on her sheet.
Let me.
It's so dumb.
As somebody who is hoping to one day write and produce a book, I like writing bad characters. Want to know why? Because I like writing things that you guys root for to be destroyed. All right. In the book I'm writing right now, which is actually where Akko's lore coming from, one of my characters is like abused by this bad guy, and I want people to want him to fall. Basically, you want to make a compelling story, make somebody that's objectively evil. It'll push people to want to defeat them. So I think that she's doing it right. I don't know if I would go straight into to what she used, but you know, it's like.
Here's the thing, chat. From what I've seen, I don't think she tries to cultivate that audience. I think just the content she makes naturally attracts them, because they seem to think it's like much more than it is. It's like all the people, unironically, I think, what would you call them? For lack of a better term, I'm going to use right-wingers. Unironically, I think right-wingers push more lefty people to Vivzipop than she does herself.
Really?
Because when
Yeah.
they make giant essays about how the king of the greed ring, Mammon, is actually a capitalist analog, and the whole thing is like a secret communist plot to indoctrinate the children into anti-capitalist beliefs, genuinely think that those people push more people to Vivzi's pop work than Vivzi does herself. Because all of the stuff I watch from her, I don't read any of that into it. The only thing I read into it is her just having a bunch of gay people in it, which I don't care about.
No, I don't think a lot of people will care about that.
Okay, Lumi's spoiling me. I gotta get off the...
Oh,
Lumi,
you're still
why
on
would
my
you do
shit?
that?
I was... You still have it up. Lumi's
Lumi, why would you
spoiling me,
do that?
chat.
That's so mean.
What did I do? I was scrolling past everything!
What the hell?
What'd I do?
That's not nice.
Here, I'll spoil it some more.
Nope, I've already
God
closed
dies.
it.
I don't know. Ooh,
Ooh.
Cunny Cloud.
I've seen
Ban
a lot of
Lumi.
Panic Club. Lumi's been banned.
Good, ban me.
Mizu content NTR live on stream.
Damn.
Lumi is highly offending me right now.
It's not even interracial either.
I'm not gonna comment on that. We're down with you.
Huh?
We're down with you.
Man, there was a funny green text about that. Siri said in hell, every single character is gay. What did she mean by this?
Saw that.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just fucking funny.
Game night.
I'm sorry.
I honestly fucking forgot that I was still sharing my screen.
Oh man.
I'm so offended.
Man, I would. As soon as Nico is able to do like lean-ins for my model, I'm going to torment so much. Especially since it looks like we're in like a little fish bowls and shit with our rooms.
Mm.
Is that a new term for spoiling content NTR?
Mm. Spoiler
I
owl.
mean, why not? If it works, it works.
Just call
If it
Lumi
works,
the
it
spoiler
works.
owl. Oh man. Alright. That's all I got. You guys got anything else interesting before we hop over to the viewer suggestions?
Not
Oh, got shit.
particularly.
Okay. Now, I do know that when it comes to viewer suggestions on the kind of like message board here, you can lock threads at
Yeah,
points.
I mean, like,
I think anything that we
I
talk
would be
about, we
more
should
than
lock
happy
the thread
to-
for.
Like I was saying to the other
Yeah, okay.
I'd be more than happy to offer
So-
a couch.
Sure, why not?
I'm 5
Where
days
do you want to
away,
start?
so
Do you want
I'd
to start
have
right
nothing
at the
to say to that
bottom? Do you
conversation and
or at the
questions
top? What do you
Well, I
think?
don't think we should go more than a week ago.
More than a week ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, we should only do
Right,
stuff
that'd be
through the
okay.
week.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see. The
We'll get better at the viewer suggestions, guys.
The furthest back then would be delusional take regarding Twitch's new subsystem.
Ba-ba-ba-ba. Is it?
That is 7 days ago.
No, we covered those last week.
Did we cover that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
what
then we
ab-
have the Power World controversy right
World.
after it.
people are still lying about Silver Veil. Do you want to look at that one then?
Yeah, we'll start there.
All right. People are still lying about Silver Veil. Let me see.
You know,
Is
only
this?
somebody who gives a shit
Should be
about
fine to
somebody
show
who
my
actually reached out to
Discord.
somebody
Hold
that's
on.
close by, so yeah, you did the right thing, dude.
I just love that the majority of these posts are from the same person. We love you, I swear. Our little newsman.
Game Banana is purging comments that call Bridget from Guilty Gear a boy on a mod that gives him his classic design. Sounds about right.
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Really? That's interesting.
Well, I guess
Well, I mean, I could have told you guys that was gonna happen.
I went back home.
Okay. Are you guys gonna be showing your screens when you do these?
Probably not,
Okay.
because you
Nah.
never know like what content specifically is in them.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Which I did
Alright.
remind you guys to please stop including highly offensive language in your threads.
Yes. Highly offensive language is going to get it removed.
Saying it's getting it removed.
While
It
we're
just causes problems for us.
while we are slowly going through these, I'm gonna start locking posts that are older than a week.
So good news for you is it has a.
Okay. No, my teeth were Drew. What happened?
What happened?
It disconnected from my shit, and my teeth were stuck together.
Freaking out.
Nice.
Blocky form.
Okay,
Oh
that's
well,
better.
looks like you're doing fine.
No, I just fixed it. I noticed right away, like as soon as I opened my mouth a little, my teeth were still together, and I was like, "Nope, no one can see the curse shit. No.
Okay. Which one are we gonna start with then?
No.
What do you mean? We're
let's-
starting with the Silver Veil.
Yeah, we were
Alright.
starting with Silver Veil thing.
Do
I
you?
thought we just covered that.
Oh, did we?
Sheep or gore? Oh, it's gone. The post is gone on Twitter.
What?
The lying about Silver Veil.
Oh,
Well,
thankfully,
no, that's why you can still see them on Discord.
yes.
That's why the previews are so useful.
Fun fact, chat previews are back on Discord, but not safe for work stuff and not videos.
What?
I'm almost unlocking these posts.
Are you going through and just actually locking every single one?
Yeah, because if we're done talking about them, there's no reason to have them unlocked.
Fair.
All right, this isn't the win people think it is. All right, so Twitch like upped the animated.
No, we haven't done the Silver Veil thing yet.
Oh, okay. Then let's see here. So this guy named Lord Berserker was blocked by Silver Veil. I have no idea who this guy is. He's a male VTuber though.
The context behind this is people were accusing Silver Veil of blocking them for raiding her.
Really?
That was the accusation, but nobody like seemed to have any proof of it.
Uh-huh.
They just said, "Oh, I raided her on Twitch," and then she immediately blocked me on Twitter. And it's like, that
On your back.
is weird.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I believe that. I mean, I could see it happening possibly. I'm not like her number one defender or anything because she was a V-Shoujo girl.
I think she's learned her lesson.
Oh.
But it just seems like a very odd thing. Because you're saying that after you raided her, she specifically hunted you down on Twitter just to block you on Twitter. Like, why?
She's so big that
Yeah.
I can't see why she would do that.
I don't understand it.
No, it
But
just sounds
that
delusional.
led the people pulling the thing again of, she's super transphobic and she made the Twitter freaks term to like harass trans people.
Which is not what she did. At all.
Twitter freaks has been a thing for a while.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Twitter. I like using that.
She
I need to get back to using
iterated
that.
it.
She helped make it bigger. Her and Vebe. Like,
I don't think she made it any bigger. I think it was already huge well
Oh,
before.
it was one of those things.
I think she used it because it was already big.
Okay, fair. It's one of those things where I feel like she was one of the bigger VTubers to use it, which is why it was so shocking. Because like littler streamers used it, but she was the first one that's like big, I guess you could say, in more ways than one. And so I think that's why so many people were upset with her for it. But it's just like Twitter freaks does not mean trans. If you think that you're delusional as hell, it just means what it means. Twitter freaks. And then I love how people were just lying about the Hogwarts Legacy thing again. Like,
Yeah. They'll never let it go.
no, they never will.
I thought Vebe just straight up called them retards. She did.
She did. She is my hero for that.
Based
Kind of.
Vebe.
Kind of. I don't know much about her. I knew somebody that roleplayed a Vebe. It was kind of weird.
That is very weird. What the fuck?
It's like one of those things where, I know one day somebody's gonna roleplay me. I don't know how I feel about that. It's gonna happen.
I hope nobody tries to take my character.
It's
It's
gonna
like it's
happen.
happened once with an old character of mine, and I'm like, please stop.
Well, like,
Yeah.
using your character and pretending to be your persona is more what I mean. Like, not using your picture,
Yeah.
but like, oh, I'm Lumi, the role player. I role play as Lumi. I like gore. I could imagine somebody pretending to do that.
I will RP as myself, thank you.
It's someone who falls in the
but yeah,
category of...
there wasn't much to the Silver Veil thing.
No,
Yeah.
there wasn't. It was one of those things where, oh man, these people, they like to sit on this forever like that. There can only be one Lumi. Yes. Yes, there can
Yeah,
be.
Yep, there can only be one Lumi, and I have to fight the agency Lumis and the other indie Lumis to be the one and only.
There can only be one.
There can only be one.
Okay,
I will
so
own the Lumi tag.
we have the next one. This isn't the win people think it is. And even our own followers kind of called this out. Look, we love you, my friend, for all the stuff you post in here. But this one was just
Where?
not relevant to anything.
Mm.
Basically, Twitch is upping their emote slots for affiliates from 10 to 20 and from partners from 10 to 60. And he just said that didn't matter because Kick already gives you more. And it's like, okay, but it's not special, I guess. There's nothing really interesting about that.
Yeah.
So I think we can just kind of skip that one. Okay.
Sorry.
You good?
Yeah,
Skip that one?
Tem sent me something about Chugga Conroy, and oh boy.
Well, we're getting to Chugga Conroy later, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's not in this one.
He is one of the topics, but we can give a
Oh,
brief
yeah.
update because, oh boy, that
Sure.
is a big update and something I was kind of expecting, honestly. All right. Let's see.
This one we might be able to skip because this is somebody you talked about.
Yeah, we already talked about them.
Oh yeah, we already talked about them. Lewd.
So chat knows this one was the Ludmilla VT person who Oka told them, have you tried asking them not to look?
Yeah.
When they were complaining about somebody at work looking at them.
Yeah, they got mad at me for saying something that's factual, all right? And we all know from DSP that if we say something that's factual, you have to sit down and eat it. Temp, I think we might talk about it because I think it's an interesting end cap to the Chugga Conroy thing. But no, yeah. I don't know. She's kind of weird. I don't know if she's been posting anything recently, but she hasn't blocked me still, as far as I can tell.
So the next one is the free emotes thing. Somebody post a website that will help you like add some effects to like an image so you can kind of turn them into like a little emote. Just so like people that don't have money for emotes can get them easier. But then they follow up with, please support your artist when you can and see about getting fully custom animated emotes, which is fair. But I feel like this is one of those things that artists get mad about. It's like, how dare you use these apps to get free things?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I
You
don't
should
see
be
anything
paying
about
for
it.
them.
I don't see anything bad about it.
How dare you
Boy.
advertise to poor people to buy your product because you too are also poor?
Yes.
Sorry.
But by itself, I don't see anything wrong with this. I didn't know this site existed.
Might use it
However, I
now.
don't think I would use it because they're just like boring emotes, I guess. I might use the gun one, I'm not gonna lie.
The pet one is I might use, but I don't know.
I have to look into it.
Yeah, you tell me what you think. We're gonna be talking about that stream stuff tomorrow, so you can tell me what you think about it.
Sure, yeah.
Excuse me.
The next one is This is a Diluted Take.
Oh, this one.
From Kitty Hannah. Blocking people I don't vibe with. It's not that deep. It shouldn't affect your day. I'm only one person in the world. And if it does, then maybe you gotta ask yourself, why does it matter?
Okay.
I think it's somebody that was just going through and blocking random people that they did not like. Or that they just saw and they're like, yeah, I don't think I would like that person.
I don't see anything wrong with it, honestly. But also, like, blocking people hurts your reach on the website. So I'm like, yeah, that's a personal issue.
Which is why
So
I never block anyone.
Here's my personal take. If you are a creator in the creator space, you're kind of an asshole for just blocking random people. Because it doesn't just hurt your reach, it hurts their reach.
Yes.
Because it tells the system that they've done something bad that they need to be deboosted for.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So as a regular person, I can't really like tell you one way or the other. But for like a creator, I think you're just kind of a dick for doing it. Because you know it hurts other people's reach.
Pretty much. I don't know. I think like it's one of those things where, especially if you're like a person with a lot of following, just mute them. I've said this before. I mute people I don't like because one, they don't know you mute them, so they can just keep shouting into the void, and two, it's the exact same effect, except they get to see your tweets, which I don't know why you would care if they see your tweets anyway. They're gonna go on an alt if you don't protect your account, so like, it's useless. Blocking and muting are virtually the same thing, and so I don't know.
Hell, muting works better than blocking.
It does. It gets unwanted attention away, and they don't even know that you've done it. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely great.
That was all that was really there.
Yeah.
Somebody linked Nux Taku spread false allegations of someone being a pedophile and hasn't apologized. Is this about the Taiga thing, though?
I don't know.
No, it's about the Mama Max thing, I guess.
Yep. Well, no, it starts with Mama Max.
Oh, it starts with Mama Max. I haven't really looked into it because I really don't give a shit what Nux Taku says.
While back, Nux and Mutahar of Some Ordinary Gamers had Leon Lush on as a guest for the Some Ordinary podcast, and the topic of Magnetar came up. And Nux made it sound like the only reason Magnetar went after Mama Max was because Magnetar was afraid that Max would expose Magnetar as a pedo, despite the fact Max didn't actually give any evidence, and in light of Max's recent actions, any credibility he once had is now gone. Leon kind of agreed, but did appear to not really know what was being talked about. FYI, Oompaville wasn't on that episode of the podcast, and as far as I know, Oompa never said anything elsewhere about Magnetar. And Mutahar has not only apologized, but he's also offered to help pay Magnetar's legal fees if Magnetar decides to try and sue Max. As such, I would suggest that we try and keep Oompaville and Mutahar out of the discussion as much as possible.
What's going on with
they have
Nux?
to be brought up, because they still, like, platformed it.
What's going on with Nux, man?
Probably
Nux is just a grifter.
Okay. Like, here's my problem with Nux. I think, like, there's a lot of reasons to try and like him. But, like, I just can't. He's, like, he tries to say... you can see it. He's doing, like, the iDubbbz thing where he's trying to suck up to other people that he feels like will push him further. And it's not working. It's not working. Like, yeah, Mutahar is a great guy to stream with, but you're a VTuber, Nux. You're a VTuber, and people are going to associate VTubers with shit for a long time. So I don't know why you deciding to call people names like that, or to turn your back on the lolly stuff, like, helps you, because it doesn't.
So I kind of want to bring this up just because we haven't talked about it. I watched multiple videos on the Mama Max thing the other day.
Oh gosh.
How did this guy ever get popular? Is it literally just the, like, pedo catching thing? Because from everything I've seen of his videos, he is the most annoying, cringe fucking person I have ever seen. With that fake deep voice he does that, like, tries to make him sound like he's Jigsaw or something. I don't understand how anybody watches this, because it's so over the top and overdone that I would argue it is, even if you are catching pedos, it's outright offensive.
Yeah,
Because I've said this before in other contexts, when people try and, quote, like, expose a pedo, and they go, like, really over the top and artsy-fartsy and dramatic with it, I genuinely think that's offensive.
His infamous cough.
I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to pedo catching stuff, it's just like, there's a certain level of journalism that needs to be had if you want to, like, you
No
know,
problem.
throw that out there.
Ew.
I feel like Chris Hansen did a decent job back in the day. And then he tried to catch up on it and ended up making himself look a little bit like a fool. But the people that try and do the pedo catching stuff now, it's just like, you're not helpful. You're not helpful. Like, if they're breaking the law, great, mess with them, troll them, you know, make their life a living hell if the cops won't do anything. But don't, like, make it harder for police to arrest somebody, because at the end of the day, you're making it easier for them to go hurt other people. And I feel like that's happening a lot with these pedo catching people, is that that's all they do is hurt the chances that they'll get caught.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the evidence they get can't be used because they don't do it right.
Exactly. It's just
I mean,
like,
that's what happened with fucking what's his name? The cupcake dude.
EDP 445.
Yeah, that one.
I mean, like, well, here's the thing. Yeah, he didn't get arrested, but his life's fucking ruined regardless. He's one of the few situations where I wish it would have been done better, but by the same token, they did the damage that I think everybody wanted.
Yeah.
EDP's never going to have an internet personality again. Hell, I'm pretty sure that guy's close to homelessness because he can't get a job anymore. Because if people figure out he's door dashing to them, they're going to call the company and get him fired. So that art had a lasting damage effect, but I don't feel like people should strive for what that was, because what that wasn't professional, and it's not how things are done. Like, I understand you want, like, I get it, and I kind of experience this when I see people dealing with, like, Cyrax. It's just like, I get it. Yeah, he's a predator. Yeah, he shouldn't be on the internet. Yeah, he should be away from kids. But the way that you're trying to do it, doing illegal shit or just doing these things completely wrong, it doesn't help. It makes it worse. You make the police not interested. So
upload their
I
own
don't know.
Blender emotes whenever they
I don't know.
want to.
I just feel like there's a right way and a wrong way of doing it, and it sounds like Mama Max didn't do it the right way, and people probably just finally realized that.
He definitely didn't do it the right way.
And Nux Taku, stop calling people pedophiles, because it's gonna come back and bite you. A lot of VTubers already hate you, so...
For every EDP, there's several Chugga Conroys.
Oh gosh. We'll get to Chugga Conroy here soon, because he's on the list, but there's not much more. Vivzy Pop.
So this is one reason why I say we can't just have stuff up, because people be using offensive words. We can use offensive words. You guys can't use offensive words.
Yes. See, putting it on the chat makes it worse for YouTube and Twitch.
But somebody tried to accuse Vivzy Pop of being an anti-Semite because she made Saint Peter a very generic-looking angel.
With blonde hair and white skin.
He has blonde hair, blue eyes, he's very pale, and people referred to that, instead of just being very generic, as Aryan race goody two-shoes white guy. Which...
No.
A question, Mizu. Aren't
Yeah.
the angels the bad guys in this show?
Not necessarily, no.
But, like, you
I
don't
mean,
really
like-
want to like them, is what I'm kind of getting the impression of.
No.
No? Are they...
Okay, so
There's just like
Would
one
people be
tiny faction of angels that are bad.
Okay, fair enough. Never mind
would
then.
people be happier if he was like a furry?
I don't know.
I think people would just be happier if he was a furry.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
And then somebody had to retweet that one where they just said, I'm just convinced Vivzy Pop hates Jewish people at this point, because what the fuck is this? And I'm like, what does this have to do with Jews?
What the hell? How?
Literally, what does this have to do with Jewish people?
How the hell?
Just so we're clear, Jewish people don't believe in Christian heaven, so this has nothing to do with Jewish people.
I forgot what kind of heaven they do believe in, because, like,
They don't.
after you get through the Old Testament...
Heaven is only accessible because of Jesus, and they don't believe Jesus was the Son of God. Therefore, there is no heaven.
Mm-hmm.
I think they believe in some sort of different they believe in something. If ever I ask Ben Shapiro, I'll be like, "Hey, where are you going when you die, Ben?" To the rap
But they do
gods
not
of the
believe in the
sky.
Christian heaven, which
No.
basically anything in Hazbin Hotel is, it's already like not technically like accurate to Christian mythology,
No.
but it's substantially closer to Christian mythology than it would ever be to like Jewish mythology.
Yeah.
I zoned out for a second, snap back, awake to Jewish people.
It's a great keyword to get people back up.
Exactly.
No, but like these people are so
Just
fucking
shout
insane.
Jews into the microphone and it'll immediately get everybody.
It'll get every German-blooded person excited.
Hololive and
Jews.
Hazbin Hotel are in the same universe, yes.
Yeah.
No, there is a major problem. Excuse me, there's a major problem I've noticed with people in history and just being stupid. Because a lot of these...
Gibson has followed you.
Huh?
No, somebody in chat just joked that Mel Gibson has followed you.
Is it Mel Gibson Jewish?
Mel Gibson is the very offensive Hollywood person. I do think he hates Jews. I can't remember.
Well,
I don't know the Mel Gibson lore.
Mel Gibson. Okay. I will give you the tilde for the Mel Gibson thing.
oh boy.
He was blacklisted by Hollywood because he does Christian films. He starred in Passion of the Christ, really good movie. I loved watching it when I was in church camp. He also helped produce fucking what was it called? The Sound of Freedom. He helped produce that film.
Mm-hmm.
He is a very open Christian man. He doesn't care what people think, and you know he's a Republican, and he just doesn't follow Hollywood. He's like, I don't give a shit. I will do what I'll believe in what I believe in. There you go. There's the Mel Gibson tilde.
So, I have a thought. A lot of these people that like to scream racism or Nazism these are all low information voters. It's a very, very special word I'm trying to use for dumb person. Because these people literally don't know anything. One, about mythology or Christianity or Judaism or just about history in general. These people try and like throw terms around. They know nothing about what they're talking about. You want a high note? Because I love history. I know a lot about history. I know a lot about these things. So when I see people yap around like that, I'm like, you guys are fucking stupid. Man, no wonder you're on Twitter all day, because all you can do is talk about things that you have no fucking idea about. So, I don't know. These low information voters, it worries me.
But yeah, long story short, Hazbin Hotel has united people against Josie Pop for her misunderstanding of religion. However, I don't think it's a problem, and I think people are stupid for caring about it.
No, I think people are stupid caring about it too, because like, nobody got mad at Ed McMillan with his Binding of Isaac game, which goes very hardly against Christianity and Judaism. But nobody cares about that.
People are saying it's the depiction of the actual, like, afterlife of it. And it's like, if that's the case, don't you all hate Dante's Inferno? Because it really is just fan fiction.
Yeah, it's all fanfic. Like, nobody knows what heaven looks like. For fuck's sake, nobody knows what heaven looks like. Why do you guys care how people depict it? Like, that's the beauty of not knowing. Is you can make it look like whatever the hell you want it to.
Yeah, it's just like, unless someone outright says, hey, I am depicting religion like this, like, for example, with the Prince of Egypt, they got so many Christian scholars to make sure that it was representative of the Bible as close as it could possibly get. Vivzy Pop is just making a funny show about hell. So, like,
You know,
there ain't nothing wrong with it.
I think people just want to cancel her for some reason. They're mad that she's got non-con stuff that she had in her past, and they want to look for any reason to get upset at her.
Yeah, people are hating her because she's successful.
Hate the successful, chat. That's one way for you to get ass pats on Twitter.
So I will have to disagree with you, Oni. He says a lot of Christians, right-wing people hate it because they're tired of the heaven and angels are actually the bad guy trope.
Great.
I don't, like, people can't point me to anything where this is, like, particularly a trope. It's happened maybe, like, once or twice, including Hazbin Hotel. It's not, like, a hugely popular thing.
It is something that, like, I think a lot of people like and gravitate towards because bad boy kind of feels, you know, people are sick of the nice, happy stuff you want. Like, it's hard to explain, but, like, I can see the appeal in it. I don't know why people are saying
I
that.
will say, when you actually sit down and you listen to everything they say in the show, they basically just ask the exact same questions everybody who's ever been a part of any religion has asked. Of like, well, what really defines heaven and hell? And like, are you really telling me just because I'm not a Christian I would go to hell? Like, it asks those kind of questions, which, if you want to say that portrays heaven in a bad light, that's stuff people ask about in the church all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's just a common theological discussion. It's
Exactly.
not her saying it. It's something
It's
we
like
all have said.
To be honest, I think they are portraying the wrong question or the wrong concern. Most concerns of what I've been able to discern from people is, why are they glorifying hell and sin? That's probably what they mean, not angels being depicted as the bad guys.
Oh, they aren't
'Cause I
glorifying
don't-
hell. Hell's a
I don't see-
terrible place in the show.
Well, that's
Well,
great.
yes, but how the fandom depicts it is that they're glorifying it.
Well, nobody cares about what the fandom thinks.
Yeah.
They're buying the merch, they're buying blah, blah, blah. Anyways, that's what I think that the concerns are. Not that the angels are evil, it's just that it's glorification. I'm not saying they are glorifying it, but it's how some people aren't taking it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another one of those things where, again, I would say the right-wingers are actually doing way more of that than Vivzy is doing.
Yeah.
Because they keep saying, you just keep portraying hell as, like, this place where it's just a bunch of gay people having sex and going to parties. It's like, no. It's portrayed as a fucking fascist dynasty where there's, like, crazed psychopaths running factions all through the city and people just getting murdered after they walk out the door. The show portrays it as, like, a pretty shit place. I don't know where people got the idea that it was portrayed as a happy world. Literally, the show opens her singing a song called A Happy Day in Hell as she dances through the city across dead bodies with, like, their guts splayed out in the street.
No, that sounds pretty accurate for what some people think hell is.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what hell is, but that's pretty
AKA
accurate.
Brazil. Yeah. Hell is just
AKA
basically Brazil. You're correct.
See, but then it wouldn't actually be hell, because, like, I think people overreact. A little bit into theology here. I think people overreact for what quote-unquote hell is. Hell is going to be what's worst for you, and what's horrible for you. If having your guts spilled all over the floor is, like, your greatest fear, or something that you absolutely hate, yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. But I feel like hell is a lot worse than that. And it's something that's, like, way deeper on a more personal level. It has to deal with your connection with you and God. And that's... I think a hell is, like, way more simple, in my opinion. But, like, I don't know. I would not say that they're
I
glorifying
think a lot
hell.
of people are convinced it's just a lake of fire thing. You just get tossed in it and you're left there and there's, like, nothing extra.
It's so boring, though. I don't see whenever people talk about how heaven is just like you get to sit. My mom used to joke that when you're in heaven, you get to sit on a cloud and eat cream cheese all day. But that's not what heaven is either. That's not heaven at all. Like I think people have such skewed ideas of it. Maybe one day I'll talk about what I think, but, like, I don't know if tonight's the night.
We can have a religious talk one night. As a former Baptist Christian, that'd be fun.
Maybe.
We're gonna have a theological discussion night
If people
Yes.
want.
while I
yeah.
play Doom Eternal in the background.
That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Okay. Let's move on.
Next one is Ringtail, a fairly popular VTuber. claiming some random literal 0 follower person that just made their account this month sent her hateful messages about trans people.
That is definitely an alt account for Ringtail. 110%.
Yeah.
The username even has similar lettering as her username. That is 110% her alt that she made.
Yeah.
It's also one of those things, like, even if it isn't your alt, why are you giving these people the time of day?
Yeah, because
It's
Yeah.
literally a 0 follower account that was made that same month. Why do you care?
like, it's so dumb.
Right, I'm making an adventure.
Why? Why are you giving them the time of day? Like, do you need oppression points that hard?
But yeah, there's not much there.
No.
And we can
Yeah.
skip the next one because it's just Rushia. We already covered Rushia.
It's Rushia's Dunskies.
We don't have to get like too into it, but the next one is also more Hazbin Hotel stuff, with people upset that they didn't give the Black Angel quote black features. Which, by the way, stop saying black features.
That's
like,
racist.
Yeah.
And then
That's
like,
racist.
every time you say black features and you turn around and you give them like big puffy lips, like, you know that's a racist caricature, right?
Not all black people have big puffy lips and have dreadlocks. I know some black people that have smooth hair and they rock it pretty well. I know some black people with curly hair. I know some black people with no hair. They don't all have the same hairstyle, and I hate it when people like generalize about that. Makes them sound so much more racist than they actually are. Holy
Yeah.
The
fuck.
person deleted the tweet. That's funny.
Oh, they also have a melon in their bio. It's probably.
I don't. Why is it so low hanging fruit?
I don't know.
It's always them.
It's
Mrs. Mummy. But
just what you said. I'm laughing because I agree.
this is one. Did we talk about this last week? The Mrs. Mummy thing?
Oh
no, we didn't because it was only 4 days
No.
ago.
We did not.
So, for those of you who don't know, Mrs. Mummy is a large lewd tuber creator who got very upset about the Rushia news, specifically that people were talking about her relationship issues, because she says that relationships are not real drama. Real drama is talking about sexual predators. So, like,
What?
yeah, I can just read it, so we're not taking her out of quote
Really quickly.
or out of context.
Really
VTuber
quickly.
relationship dirty laundry is less than VTuber drama. Everyone needs to stop calling everything drama. Some things are actually drama, like VTubers stealing from their community, or a VTuber who sexually preys on their followers, or a transphobic VTuber. These are things that need to be brought up, while others are just airing out dirty laundry between two people. Literally the definition of drama.
Do you?
Us having to hear about relationship dirty laundry is not in the same realm as someone bringing up a VTuber with problematic behavior that affects more than one person. If y'all are consenting adults in a consensual adult relationship, act like it. No one needs to read about your relationship dirty laundry. If the worst thing they did was cheat on you and you were using the fact that people hate cheaters to get someone canceled, that is such a weak move. This is something I didn't say when I replied to her, because I wanted to stick to like the main point without trying to like sling dirt at her. The last part makes it sound like she's cheated on people before.
I would like to bring
Only
up.
somebody who is completely okay with cheating just refers to just, oh, somebody just cheated on you, it's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, they're
don't
the
you
only
wanna-
people that act like that.
Yeah, it's like, especially if it's another VTuber cheating on another VTuber, that's kind of like, you know, hey, look at this person's a piece of shit, you might want to avoid them.
I would also like to bring up. She says that airing relationships are dirty laundry. I have pulled
Laundra.
up the picture of the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp case, one of the biggest cases in the world of last year. She is speaking bullshit. Ain't nobody agree with her, because when somebody high profile gets a divorce or throws a bottle at somebody or shits on your bed, the world needs to know. All right?
Yeah.
The world needs to know. So I disagree with her.
Well, also, there's just like her idea of drama is just people literally committing crimes. It's like, no, it is not my job to cover somebody being a sexual predator. It's the police's job. Because that's completely out of my wheelhouse. I don't know what you expect me to do about it. Tell people they are one? Who does that help?
I don't know. Stupid.
Oh, she's just wild for that.
She is.
But it's like literally the definition of drama is like that little stuff. The little stuff is the drama. What you're talking about is crimes.
These people are just so self-absorbed, they don't even know how the real world works. I am just convinced the pandemic has done nothing but create a whole bunch of stupid people. And a lot of VTubers are stupid people, so...
Yeah.
I don't think I'm wrong. A lot of these people are just stupid. Unless it's fruit.
Unless it's fruit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lost respect for Mummy. Why would you have respect for her in the first place? I'm sorry.
That sounds like a you problem.
I mean, it sounds like you are just slowly discovering who shit people are.
Indeed.
Like, you did say that you used to be a fan of a certain other VTuber who can't discern the difference between mermaids and sirens, so.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, she's stupid. Anyway, yeah. Okay, what's next?
The next
Also,
one.
chat, I just restarted the Power World server, so it should be working fine now.
The next one is a little bit of a palate cleanser from the drama. Living organisms can now run Doom. That's interesting. Do you want me to read that?
Honestly, with this, there's not too much going on with this. So they try and make it sound like a lot more impressive than it is, but basically anything that is alive basically sends out like electromagnetic signals, and they just made it to where when this thing sends out an electromagnetic signal, it does something in Doom.
Oh, so it's not even like complexly playing the game. It's just like throwing in simple one input.
Yes, I genuinely don't think it's that impressive necessarily. It's more like a meme thing because Doom runs on everything.
Yeah.
It's not Doom running on them. They're playing Doom. They basically made a specialized controller that allows the mold to play Doom.
I would say
a completely different thing.
I will say something that would be more interesting than this that I did see. A person has developed a mod where they are using the neural link in their brain to play Power World, and they're literally playing the video game with their mind.
Isn't there only one person with a neural link?
We assume. Well, I don't think it's like the Elon Musk one, but like this girl was like speaking. Now, some people did say, "Oh, maybe it's pre-recorded, or maybe her boyfriend's playing in the background," but supposedly, quote unquote, she was able to play Power World with her mind.
Okay, I know who you're talking about. I've seen her shit before. She has done that with multiple other games. She has what the fuck are those little pads called that they use specifically for like sleep studies and shit? It reads your brain waves on like, you know, where to go or whatever. So it's like there's a science behind it. She has done with multiple other games. It's not revolutionary for what she's doing because she's done it before.
Well, it's cool.
It's just interesting because cool new popular game.
It was cool to see. It was kind of cool to see.
She did it with Elden Ring too, so.
I mean, if you can beat Elden Ring just using your brain, I'd say that's kind of important.
Brand new news dropped thanks to Pippa Pipkin, my waifu.
Really?
One day. She's gonna treat me just like Rushia, probably. School bans mom from dropping off kids after promoting her OnlyFans on her car.
What the fuck? Okay, deserved.
You
On the
know,
back of her car windshield and just giant letters across the entire windshield. It's onlyfans.com/her name. I'm not giving her free promotion here.
Okay, that's fucking deserved.
Oh, that's awesome. See, like, I was waiting for you to say something funny, like, oh, she's like Republican or something. But if she's being banned because of her OnlyFans, I'd say that's good. Kids
How
don't
to
need
make
to see
sure
that.
your kid gets bullied? Yeah, her kid is going to. Sorry, kid. You might want to get them therapy.
Yeah.
If that was my mom, she's not driving me to school ever. I will walk. I don't care if I'm like an hour walk away from school. I'm fucking walking.
Dude, I would ask my dad to divorce my mother and be like, "Can I live with you? You can have full custody. I don't want this anymore."
Unironically.
Oh my god! It's even
What?
worse. It's not a public school. It's Liberty Christian Preparatory Academy.
Oh no.
So they go to church every single week.
And they pay yearly for the school.
Hey kid, we need to have a talk about your mom's OnlyFans. I think we're gonna tell her she can't re-enroll you next year.
The 35-year-old mom says she's now forced to drop her 2 kids off across the street from the school, but the students are well aware of her
Oh.
occupation.
Oh, hold on.
No.
The New York Post reports that last year a student was expelled for looking up her OnlyFans page while on school property. Now parents think that the decal's too much and want her entire family booted out.
Does she even have anything good on her page?
I guess that's how she'd afford private school. Oh.
She
man.
charges $14 a month.
Call CPS. I just got a confirmation for my Rushia model. Or doll.
Your Nindo.
Yeah.
She's mid.
She's
She
mid.
mid?
Mid.
Mid.
It's mostly the face.
I see.
At 30, she looks very old woman. Which is surprising because she's Southern.
Why?
I mean, she's from Florida.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, because Southern people tend to look younger for longer because of all the moisture in the air. It keeps your skin moisturized.
Jesus
Naturally.
fucking Christ, the tuition. So, depending on how old her kids are, can range from 6.5 thousand to 8.6 thousand a year.
Oh, wow. God, OnlyFans ladies are weird.
Yeah, chat, don't buy e-horse. There's plenty of free porn on Twitter.
Like mine.
I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah.
I was about to fully just say, hey, Mizu post his ass for free.
Exactly. I'm way better than that whore. Southern Christian whores are temporary. Femboy at booty is forever.
Oh man. Okay.
Do you like butterflies? I don't know. Depends on the butterfly. I like moths more. Moths are cuter and they're fluffy.
Do you guys want the Chugga Conroy update?
Yeah, we could cap off the night with that because it is 12:18 and I have work tomorrow.
Okay.
Fair.
So, just to recap for everybody, Chugga Conroy is a Let's Player. He's played Let's Plays for over a decade, and he is literally one of the most successful people that did it because he was one of the first, and he was just energetic. Little known fact about him. This was disputed at one point, but and even if he may deny it, I'm pretty sure that he has autism of some kind, which means he's a little bit awkward. And so because of that, when these allegations first came out, I just thought it was autism weirdness because, you know, I understand how autism people work. He was first accused of sexting with another person, a trans individual that tried to say that he creeped her out. even though she consented to him sending feet pics, and he even said that his girlfriend was okay with it. And so everybody said that she was like clout chasing. And then another friend of his came out, and he later at later point confirmed and said, I hope she knows that I'm sorry if she felt weird, even though I don't feel like he had to say sorry for that. And I even am very critical of him for that. And then one of his previous friends, Massey, I think is how you pronounce her name. She came out and said that he was inappropriate to her. Now here's the thing that's kind of fucked up. She said that he was inappropriate and that he did bad stuff. She didn't show anything. She just said it, and people immediately started backing her and saying that Chugga was shit for it. And then like a couple people came out and said that to believe her, basically. So on its face, Massey, okay. On his face, I don't really believe Massey that much because I don't think she's really shown anything that's worth believing. So, and it felt just like a believe all woman thing, and I don't. I'm sorry, but unless you can show concrete evidence, I don't. Like the trans girl that was getting the feet pics was showing more than you, and everybody was like running behind her, and Chugga Conroy just went quiet after that. And then more people just was like, yeah, I don't like Chugga Conroy, and I do think he was kind of creepy like this. And again, it's just one of those situations where I feel like it's a he said, she said, and I want proof. And I was willing to believe that like people were just lambasting him until the Gaia Online chats came out, where it came out, and I don't think I've seen anything that's, I think he confirmed it, but I don't know for sure, where he did ERP with a 15-year-old when he was 19. Specifically, he did RP of, what's really interesting is he said, I don't like saying lolly, or maybe he did say he said something along the lines of, I'd rather call it lolly than pedo stuff. So he did some really, really weird, role play. And I think
so my thing with the Gaia Online stuff is I honestly think that's probably the worst looking thing for him over absolutely everything.
I agree.
And not necessarily because she was 15 and he was 19, because I'm actually a little more willing to be sympathetic to that, because a lot of people who are 18, 19 are still absolutely brain dead idiots.
Yes.
Yeah.
So to that degree, I would almost be a little more sympathetic to him. But it's when he gets into the conversation where he's like, I don't like calling it pedo stuff, I kind of like it lolly stuff. That, to me, reads like he knew what he was doing and just didn't care. Because I feel like there is a difference when you are just a stupid, horny teenager and you're not thinking about it. You're thinking, oh, that would be a girl that would go to school with me, because you're still in the high school mindset, so it doesn't process very well. But when you are actively saying, oh yes, I recognize that this would be considered pedophilic, I feel like you've kind of fucked yourself there.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be right back real quick.
Pretty much. There's a VTuber accused him too. She was friends with him. I've not heard anything about that. But yeah, basically up until the Gaia...
Fushi. She's in this thread.
Oh, really?
Fushi, Fushi. She's an ASMR VTuber.
I don't care about her. Fuck ASMR people. Anyway, up until the Gaia Online stuff, I was of the party where, yeah, this looks fucked up, but it feels like there's so much smoke that I don't know what to believe. And until Chugga comes out and denies or says yay to all of it, I wasn't willing to believe any of it. But when this Gaia stuff came out, because here's the thing, when it comes to Discord, I am less likely to believe it because they can be shopped. Unless you do unless I see a video of you scrolling with no splicing in between, I have a hard time believing it. When it comes to Gaia Online, that shit is so old and that's so out of left field that nobody was expecting that I am more willing to believe it. And at the point where the Gaia stuff came out, he had already been admitted to a hospital. Now, the last time I talked about this, I was afraid, and I even said this on stream, I was afraid that he may have tried to do something or hurt himself. That's not what happened. What happened was he had gotten, I think it was like some sort of stomach ulcer, and I know how those feel. Those suck. He had had something happen to him that was stress-induced, It was so bad that he had to go to the emergency room basically, and they held him in like a not intensive care, but they like monitored him for a few days. And basically his roommate, Nintendo Capri Sun, who is like a teddy bear of a guy, he's like really nice and just very chill with everybody, basically was giving everybody updates saying this is what happens. He knows about everything that's going on. He just heard about the Gaia stuff. And the most recent update, or one of the most recent updates, is Chugga came out and said, I'm leaving the internet. I'm gone. I'm gonna go live it with my girlfriend in Ireland, I think is what he said. I'm not gonna make content for a while. And I have a feeling we're not gonna hear from him ever again. I have a feeling we're not going to hear from him ever again. I think he's just going to ride off onto the sunset. If he was smart with his money, he'll probably live out the rest of his life with the money that he made from his over decade-long career being a YouTuber. But you're not going to hear from him ever again. Maybe I just personally don't think it will happen. And one of the reasons that I think that is while this stream was going, Temp, my head mod, one of the good guys in my chat sent me this message from Proton John. You guys don't know, Proton John is one of the 3 members of the Runaway Guys, which was a series that Chugga Conroy was a part of. It was him, Nintendo Capri Sun, and Proton John, and occasionally a 4th member would come in, and they would all play games together. Now, when it comes to Proton John and Emil have never really been on the best terms. You can kind of see it in how they act with each other. Emil upsets Proton John, I feel like, a lot with how he acts, but I feel like they just put up with it because they like to do these fun things together, and I do genuinely think they have fun together. However, John put out this document, and I'm going to read it right now, and this basically spells the end for Emil. And this is why I don't think he's going to come back. So it starts off by saying, thank you for your patience for my response about recent events. I had a lot of mixed feelings and emotions over this, but after long talks, I'm ready to share what the plan is moving forward. First off, to those affected by Emil's actions, I'm sincerely sorry this happened to you. I hope you're able to find closure here and begin to heal. To our viewers, I'm sorry for the distress the situation has put on many of you. After a long talk with Emil and Tim, we've decided to put TRG channel on indefinite hiatus. I'll be distancing myself professionally from Emil. Emil has decided that he will be taking time away from the internet to better himself and reflect on his actions, and I wish him the best in getting the help he needs. The projects we've already recorded for TRG that haven't been posted will likely not be posted. Doesn't feel right to just post it as if nothing happened. Maybe sometime down the road they'll get posted, but that's a ways off. Tim and I will consider starting a new channel and getting some of our close friends involved so it can embody the core of TRG while cutting free of the name. This won't be for a while, though, as I think we need a break from the previous few months. Coliseum will still be moving forward, as is still planned for this year, but it will be rebranding slightly and removing the TRG name. We feel it's just bigger than one person and puts too much good in the world to lose. We'll have more info on this later. Throne Controllers will also be continuing at cons with myself and Tim, although the con circuit for this year may be different. I'll keep you posted on that. My hope is that everyone involved can heal in this, and the new path ahead would be the best for all of us moving forward. Thanks. So, he's basically spelling out that he's not going to make content with Chugga Conroy, basically ever again. I very much highly doubt that he will. I think that he has enough respect for Chugga to be like, thank you for going to get help, but he's probably like, yeah, this is such an issue, that you've kind of ruined it. And I can understand that to a certain extent, you know. I think when the foot thing came out, John was, and I'm just spitballing here, when the foot thing came out, John was probably like, oh, this is gross and this is weird, but I feel like Chugga can walk back from this. When the Massey stuff came out, John probably had to take a double tap because maybe he didn't even know about any of this. And then when the Gaia stuff came out, he probably was like, okay, there is no salvaging this anymore. This has got to go, unfortunately. And I understand to a certain extent where John is coming from. I feel like it's very sad because I know for a fact that they all enjoyed what they did, but that's just what happened. That's just what happened. You know, when you sext somebody on Gaia Online and you have a problem with controlling your impulses online, this is what happens. This is what happens. People magically reappear from your past and accuse you of all this stuff. The only thing that's like really good out of this is Chugga Conroy says he's gonna go get help. He's leaving the internet, which I think is one of the biggest things I've ever seen. I've ever seen anybody that's been accused of this do. So I wish him the best, but I don't think you should ever expect to see him ever again on the internet. I think he's gonna go live his life alone with his girlfriend.
So I'll be honest, I tuned out for half of that because I had something absolutely horrific come across my desk, and we're not going to talk about it on stream.
Uh-oh, are you okay?
But my mind has been cursed with this knowledge, so I after stream I have to share it. I can't be the only one burdened with this.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck. Fine.
Oh, no.
Fine. We'll share your burden.
Oh dear.
I guess.
Alright.
I'm not posting it in the Discord either.
Alright, that's fine.
No.
I mean, like...
No, it's not being talked about.
I just feel this whole situation is just like I'm kind of torn. I'm very torn on this whole thing for a couple of reasons. Number one, Chugga Conroy was one of the first content creators I ever watched, and while I evolved past watching him, there is still a spot in me that was happy to see somebody that made it like him and that worked like him. I had like a connection watching him, and he was, for me, as was many people, a motivation to make things. To see this as the end for him sucks. No other way to say it. But I am happy at the very least that he's not doing it like all other internet preds that I've seen and just try to, continue streaming. He's actually like leaving to get things done. And again, I think that if he does go get help, he can probably move on. And again, I just hope that he was smart about his money. Hopefully. 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 But that's it. No more talking about Chugga Conroy. He's gone. He's done from the internet. I don't want to talk about him ever again. It's just too depressing. I'm locking that thread.
But guys, we will tomorrow, and I think we'll probably do this in the future. If we don't get to any of your viewer suggestions on the main stream, we'll cover them a little bit on our Juniper mandated bonding stream.
Yes.
So if we didn't get to yours today, we'll get to it tomorrow. Promise. But tomorrow will be a lot more casual talking. But we'll see you guys next week, because I think that's where we're going to stop it, right?
Yes, I think so. I don't think we have anything else.
The synergy stream.
So,
we'll decide what we'll do tomorrow on the fly chat, because that's how we do it.
Yep.
Pretty much. I gotta find an outro song. I forgot to do that.
I gotta raid.
Oopsie. I'm gonna raid Hexa because she's playing Wizard 101.
Oh my god, I missed that game. Fine, I'll raid it too.
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay.
I'm half tempted to play Wizard 101 again just because I seen her play it and I'm like, man, I have adult money. I can pay for the subscription now.
I know exactly.
Okay, so when are we doing our Juniper mandated Wizard 101 stream? Wizard 101 or Pirate 101?
Wizard 101. That's
Wizard
the best
101.
one.
I loved Wizard
Fair.
101. I gotta take you guys through Toontown eventually as well.
Oh, I had a max character on Toontown.
You did.
I forgot my
did
login
too.
info.
Well, this is no longer the same one, so you would have to do it on a
Make a new
reloaded
one?
server. Yeah.
Yeah, they did shut down the original ones.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put up my.
Do I raid Hexa or do I raid the person she's co-streaming with? Because the person she's co-streaming with is a little smaller and maybe deserves a little bit more help.
Do that. That's nice. Do that.
Yeah, we could do that. We will double team her.
All right, chap. Tonight's
Let
song.
me go to her thing.
Cheeky Pon Pon. You guys be nice to her and remember to give her some blankies in the chat. Because everyone loves the blankies in the chat. Have a good night, guys.
Tonight's song's a little bittersweet, chat.
Have a good night, guys.
But-
Just see you guys tomorrow.
I think you guys will like it. I think you guys will like it.
nobody see me coming. Even if you got special eyes, even if they gotta run up on me, I got tricks and traps and bait. If they got big plans for later, but I tell them you're gonna be late. I got a personal private army made out of a bunch of mice and rabbits and foxes. Now isn't that so very nice? Why must I sit here and explain? Now we're gonna take control. Everyone will roll on me, get thrown upon the ground. 'Cause we don't mess around. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. I'm very, very sorry for your loss. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. And just in case I didn't get my point across, I'm the boss. I'm the boss. I'm very, very sorry for your loss. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. And just in case I didn't get my point across.
Will somebody put out that racket? If there's trouble, you're about to attract it. G-Cash, my moves is so practiced. Like a phantom, watch while I smash this. Fly honeys to my room like it's tragic. Don't make waves, silence is magic. If there's a fever, I'ma damn well catch it. If there's a record, I'ma damn well scratch it.
Yo, check out my mad flows. Not this minion, gingerbread cornrows. Everyone here knows I'm the Nero. Stop 1, 2, 3, 4, hero. Rolling, don't even need a step. I engineer beats like emote. Players run when they see me on a mic check. I got spikes that'll make a dude's life wreck.
Hey ladies, I'm Steffi. Give me your digits, phone getting heavy. I'll pick it up, we can see where we start. I might just break your heart. Ain't never easy, being lazy, but I get by.
I'm in my element when I make a baby cry.
If you ever try to cross me, there'll be hell to pay.
So stay out of my way. You know what? Don't. 'Cause
I'm the boss. I'm the boss. I'm very